Well, thank you, and good evening, everyone. Welcome into Scottsbluff High School. Chuck Swartz sitting in for Chris Cottrell tonight, and it's a matchup of Mitchell and Scottsbluff. Girls' game will be first. Shadron the night before. That was on a Saturday before Christmas. But since then, they've been to the Hastings Holiday Tournament. They defeated Lexington and Bennington in their 2 games there, and then defeated South Sioux City Monday night. South Sioux City came a long way to play Scottsbluff and then was in Sydney on Tuesday night to play. So again, Scottsbluff, coached by Dave Bullish, 9-2 on the season. Mitchell, under Sean Harvey, is 4-7 right now. They lost all 3 games at the Cabela's Holiday Tournament. They lost to Class B McCook in the first round. Then they lost to the host Sydney squad, a C1 school, 46-42. And then to Gordon Rushville, a C2 team, by a 44-40 score. And a couple of those games fairly close there. And in the 3 games that Mitchell has played that are 2-possession games, i.e. 6 points or less, depending on a couple of threes, of course, Mitchell's 0-3 on the year, so they could certainly have turned this thing around. They lost to Shadron in their season opening game at the Western Conference Tournament, 39-36. These teams have played once, and Scottsbluff beat Mitchell 58-47 on the second day of that Western Conference Tournament back in early December. We have no statistics available for Scottsbluff. However, for Mitchell, their leading scorer is Jaden Kano, the 5'3 seniors, in double digits at 10.6 points per ball game. Leading rebounder is Keani Banks, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging nearly 7.5 rebounds per ball game. So impressive totals for her as a sophomore for Sean Harvey's team. Well, when we come back, it'll be time for the interview with Scottsbluff coach Dave Bullish. Chris Cottrell got that earlier this week, as the Platte Valley Company's pregame show continues after this on the Trail 106.9.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
We're back tonight as we get set for doubleheader high school basketball action on KNB.TV and 106.9 The Trail. Chris Cottrell joining the pregame show as we catch up with Scottsbluff girls head coach Dave Bullish. Coach's comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff, and you can be in The Zone all season long. Coach, great to catch up. Let's talk a little hoops right now. You guys have won 3 straight games coming out of this holiday season. Lexington, Bennington on the road at Hastings, and then a nice home win. I was able to watch a little bit against South Sioux City earlier in the week, and I mean, just looking from the television, they had a couple of nice players, and that's a long trip to come out here to play a couple of games, and they got beat over at Sydney as well. How'd you feel the team played that night?
I think that's our best game of the year. Just putting things together, start through finish, executing defensively. Our fourth quarter, we were able to clamp down there. I think we held them to 6 or 7 points. I thought that was our best performance of the year. I think that was our biggest challenge of the year besides St. Connie Moore. Cody's a good team. They ended up getting us on neutral territory. Gillette was a good win, beating them up there, but that's probably the strongest team we've seen besides St. Tommy Moore. And I mean, they're unbelievably talented and capable. The Fisher girl, I think she ended up with maybe 15 in the first half. So I was just really proud of the kids. I thought that we stepped up and capitalized in the third quarter after we kind of were able to run them down a little bit.
So much. I mean, you got to have the talent at the high school level, and you've got plenty of that. So much of the other stuff, though, matters a whole bunch as far as just team unity and chemistry. And I know over the years your program has been big on that. How's this unit this year in terms of the chemistry and just everybody working together towards one common goal?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a huge defining factor for our team. And I've always said that I think we're a culture-first team. That's what we believe in. I think that we've had that from the beginning. Our first years there, Hattie and I think that it's just kind of progressively grown. This group, is special. We kind of had a saying the other day, good's not something you are, it's something you do. Great's not something that you achieve, it's something you expect, and special is, the acquisition of both at the same time. And I think that this team is kind of flirting with that. So they're just tremendous kids. They're great kids. They love each other. They root for each other. They buy in. They love us as coaches. They care about, people in the community, and they want to represent them. So they do.
You mentioned Hattie and you mentioned the kids loving the coaches. Let me ask you about your staff. You've got a head volleyball coach on staff. You've got a longtime top assistant sitting next to you. You got a former head high school basketball girls coach in Coach Berta. I mean, you got a really nice staff. I mean, how do these coaches complement each other, you and your style, and work with this team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's something I'm probably the most proud of our staff culture. I'm really fortunate to get to work with those people. You hit the nail on the head. Those are all their accomplishments. But even more, you start to look at, Mike and Hattie combined together for, the most successful team in Scottsbluff history. 20-5 that team was. But you have a Division II point guard in Hattie, a 4-year starter. You've got a national champion in Leslie at Morningside. You've got a coach's kid, Jordan Land, a local kid. Mike was a head coach. I'm a coach's kid. We have a passion for the game, and I think that what makes us special is that we listen to each other, we trust each other, we compromise, we care about each other, and we basically have two rules: care about the kids, try to win, and we all are able to get on board with that. And I'll tell you what, it is truly one of the things I'm the most proud of within the program. So very fortunate and blessed to have those people in my corner.
Mitchell High Tigers have won a lot of basketball games over these last handful of years, Coach, and you've been front and center to a bunch of those. And right now, 4-7. But you know what? They're not going to be intimidated. They played you to an 11-point game earlier this year. How focused does the team have to be tonight to come out and play good ball and play maybe above the level of their competition and take care of business?
Yeah, I think that's been a place where we have had to try to fill the gaps in the last couple of years. I think that we finally figured out how to win in the previous two seasons. But I think now that's something we're trying to chase is always playing at our level and not playing to someone else's level, whether that's up or down. And so trying to play at our level is something that's really important to us tonight. We're going to have to be focused and disciplined. You got to turn off the outside stuff. You got to turn off the distractions. You got to come in and be focused and play, your basketball. And I think if we're able to come in and play our basketball, we're going to be competitive in every game we play. And that's, we're chasing, we're chasing another state tournament, and we know what that takes. These kids know what that takes, and they know that they can't sleep on any team any night. So I think that they'll be ready. I think they're ready to play. I think they're starting to love winning.
Focus sounds like a key to the game to me from Scottsbluff girls head coach Dave Bullish. Key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of that lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase at Team Auto. Coach, best of luck tonight. Looking forward to getting back with you guys early next week. So have some fun tonight, and best of luck.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
We'll come back with more right after this on the Rural Radio Network. We're back tonight as we get
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
For the start of this boy-girl doubleheader, we'll have the girls' game first between Mitchell and Scottsbluff. Follow that up with the boys' game. Again, Dave Bullish, the Scottsbluff coach. Sean Harvey heading up the Mitchell girls. Mitchell coming in 4-7. They've lost 3 in a row. Those were at the Cabela Holiday Tournament, and they played Class B McCook in their very first ball game out. Mitchell's averaging 43.5 points. They're allowing right under 40 on the season. Most points they've scored this year was 63 against Alliance. Fewest, that lost to McCook in the first round of the Cabela's tournament with 25. They have allowed only 19 points to Hemingford and 58 in that loss to Scottsbluff earlier this year. Scottsbluff comes in scoring 52, giving up 43.6. Scottsbluff also has had a high this season against Alliance. Theirs was 69. They scored 41 against Chadron in their first win, but then came back strong at Chadron, scoring 57 points in that ball game. Fewest points that they have allowed is 31 to Alliance, the most in that loss to St. Thomas More out of Rapid City that I talked about earlier with a couple of D1 prospects. That was 66 points on the season. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. For Mitchell, we're expecting this starting lineup. Angelica Gutierrez, 5'5" senior, averaging 5 points a ball game. Jaden Kano, we've already talked about her as the leading scorer, the 5'3" senior, averaging 10.6 points, 3.5 rebounds. Avery Hobbs, 5'5" senior, 6.5 points for her. McKenna Chambers, 5'10", and a senior, the tallest player in the starting lineup, 7.2 points, 4.4 rebounds. Margie Schmidt, 5'5" junior, 4.5 points, 4.4 rebounds for her. And we'll see Keani Banks, the 5'10" sophomore, who's the leading rebounder at 7.4 points. For Scottsbluff, junior Mariah Avila is expected to start. Also Anna Kelly, a sophomore. Sabrina Harsh, a sophomore. Emma Foote, a senior. And Peyton Berta, a sophomore in the starting lineup. We'll have the official starting lineups coming up, and then we've got opening tip as you're listening to the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom built at Logos, 1344 10th Street in Gehring.
On this field, it's baling, but somewhere there's one mowing, and somewhere one raking, one loading, stacking, lifting, and pulling. Our full lineup of utility tractors is built to get any job done right. The Kubota M-Series.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gehring.
Our national anthem. our national anthem as we prepare for the start of this one. Now we'll have the official introduction of starting lineups, and we'll see if there's been a change by either coach in what they said earlier. Not a bad-sized crowd on hand, considering the COVID-19 restrictions that we have. I'm located on the south side behind the score table, on the same side that the Mitchell fans are. Scottsbluff fans on the far side of the court tonight. So here are the starting lineups. Angela Gutierrez, Jaden Kano, as we expected. Avery Hobbs comes out next. And here's Margie Schmidt. And one we will get changed from before, it is Keone Banks, the leading rebounder. She'll be in place of Chambers, both 5'10". Chambers, a senior, Banks is a sophomore. So 3 seniors, a junior, a sophomore, 5'5.5" in the starting lineup for average height. Here's Mariah Avila, and again we have no heights for Scottsbluff, so we can't give those to you. Callie Wright, senior, will get the starting lineup. Izzy Wright, her sister. Emma Foote. And Jamison Howard will get the start tonight. So a little bit of a change there from what we had seen, and I have had limited time of watching these teams play, but it's 4 seniors, 1 junior in the starting lineup for Scottsbluff. Scottsbluff in the home whites. Mitchell wearing the black with white numerals outlined in orange. Have some orange and white on the trunks. Scottsbluff home whites with red numerals, red and black down the sides of jerseys and shorts. And Mitchell will move left to right here in the first half. Keone Banks will be jumping for Mitchell. Jamison Howard, Scottsbluff, and Mitchell has the tip and will bring it up. Margie Schmidt open from 17 feet. It's off the back iron. Rebound tipped around, taken away by Banks of Mitchell, so they've got a new possession. Hobbs skips it left side. Gutierrez in the corner. Here's the ball fake by Kano. Gets it down low, and a foul on the shot by Margie Schmidt. So Schmidt will be going to the line after the foul by Izzy Wright. First foul of the ball game comes 25 seconds into it. And the free throw gives Mitchell the lead. Schmidt, 1 for 1. We have no shooting stats on Mitchell, so not sure on free throw accuracy. That one will miss, but the rebound taken off by Mitchell again. Fade down low, and the bank shot goes home by Hobbs. Tough shot there, and it is 3-0, just like that. Scottsbluff's first possession of the ball game. Foote with it outside. We'll work it to the right side, but backing away a long way is Avila. Howard handles it a couple of dribbles. Izzy Wright. Wright puts it on the deck, comes into the paint, jumps the right-hand hook shot off the left side. Rebound Banks, a quick 3 rebounds for Mitchell in the opening minute of play, basically. Just under 7 minutes to go first quarter. Here's the lob down low to Banks. Banks dishes it outside. Step in 3 is off the back of the iron by Gutierrez. Scottsbluff's first rebound. Howard, left side. Gives it away. A fake on the 3 by Foote. Drives, comes up short on the layup, gets her own rebound, puts it off the glass and in. So Foote gets the first 2 points for Scottsbluff. Press on. Hobbs handling it. Now skips a pass near the timeline to Kano. Kano will be double teamed on the side, wrapped up, and it'll be a jump ball. And the possession arrow will mean Scottsbluff gets the ball, so the first turnover of the ball game goes against Mitchell. 3-2. Mitchell on top. A free throw by Schmidt. Then the follow-up eventually by Hobbs off of another offensive rebound. Handling it left side is Foote. Gives to Avila. Avila spins into the paint. Under some pressure, has to dish it right side. Callie Wright, they'll get it down low. Shot won't go. The rebound again to Keone Banks. Mitchell with 4 rebounds, nearly going, leading at 3-2. Kano yo-yos it across the timeline. Works to the right side. Skids to a stop. Thought about the three. No. Now makes a pass on top. And going for the interception was Mariah Avila. But she was a split second late and instead picks up a foul. That's the first on Avila. Second against the Lady Bearcats. It'll be inbounded far side by Margie Schmidt. Gutierrez near the timeline. Dribbling toward the near side of the court. Gives to Hobbs. Hobbs, left baseline. Schmidt. Kano holding it high overhead, looking now, spins, draws double team, passes it away, and here's Gutierrez. And that will be a two-pointer. She was just inside the arc. Ball got away, so the official halts play for a moment. Just under 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play, and it is 5-2. Now we're going to see Peyton Berta, the sophomore, come in for Scottsbluff. Anna Kelly also making an appearance. Here's Avila into the paint. Can't get the shot away. Now tries to bounce it down low. It's out of bounds. It'll be a turnover against Scottsbluff. Harsh also in the game on that last transition for Scottsbluff. Could not handle the low bounce pass on the baseline. Skip pass. Gutierrez across. Finds Schmidt open. Hesitates. Now takes it in and dishes back outside. They'll rotate it. Three-pointer comes up short. Saved in bounds. Harsh with it. We're going to have a jump ball, so this time it'll be Mitchell with it. So they'll get credit for a team rebound there off of the miss on the three-point attempt. Right side of the board. Mitchell to inbound, leading it 5-2 in the early going here. Oh, get it down low on a nice play to Banks. She'll lay it in. Banks with her first two. 7-2. Into the corner. Avila with it. Reverses it out on top between the circles. Foot tracks it down. Dribbles to the top. Comes to the left side. Give and go down low to Harsh. Pass was high. Harsh, nice job of coming up with it, and she will be fouled. So Harsh will go to the line for the first free throws for Scottsbluff in the ball game. And it will be Banks picking up the foul. 4:37 to go. First quarter of play. Harsh at the line to attempt two. And the first one bounces off the right side. Our opening tip brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza, 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. Don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Second shot also misses. Rebound to Mitchell. Mishandling in the backcourt, but picked up and eventually brought across. Hobbs with it. She'll be doubled in the corner. Pass is tipped away and goes out of bounds. Mitchell will retain possession. Scottsbluff, nice job there of trying to use the sideline as an extra defender. Kano looking to get it in. Goes backcourt with it to Hobbs, and she'll be defended one-on-one by Peyton Berta. Forecourt now for Mitchell, leading 7-2, nearly halfway through the first quarter. Putting the ball on the deck. Maneuvering in was Kano, backs out. Schmidt with it, left side. Ball faked by Gutierrez. She'll work it to Hobbs. She drives the paint and is going to draw a foul. See if it was on the floor and be a non-shooting or if it will be a shooting foul. Berta will pick up her first. And it will be non-shooting, so down on the baseline. Mitchell to inbound, a baseline out-of-bounds play. The bob, one of the better ones, and the last time they did it, Mitchell got a layup out of it. That time it was knocked away by Scottsbluff to prevent that from happening again. 7-2. Mitchell ahead halfway through the first quarter now. Ball flipped in, knocked away, and taken away. Scottsbluff with the second turnover against Mitchell. Avila pushes it, gets it down to Harsh on the block. Turns, can't get the shot away, goes into the corner with it. Here's the fake, the drive, backdoor cut to Avila. She can't get the shot away, and that's double dribble. So the first turnover against Scottsbluff coming there. Again, the press on by Scottsbluff. There's been one turnover so far that's partially the result of the press. Gutierrez being doubled at the timeline, gets rid of it to a teammate. Open, Margie Schmidt gives it away. Hobbs banks it home. Avery Hobbs with her second hoop makes it a 9-2 ball game. We're at 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter of play. Harsh down low, spins to the right, puts it up, draws the foul again, and that will be Keani Banks, who picks up her second personal foul. Only 2 fouls against Mitchell have come against Banks in the opening quarter of play here. 3:21 to go. Harsh, who's gone 0 for 2, puts this one up. It's too strong. She's 0 for 3 at the line in the early going. We're going to see Chambers is in now for Gutierrez, and we'll also see Jackie Bowles, the 5'10 junior, with some more height there for Mitchell. Harsh puts this one in. That's her first point, and that makes it a 9-3 Mitchell lead. Mitchell with the basketball. Schmidt pass on ahead into the forecourt. Here comes the drive by McKenna Chambers, and she'll bank it home. Chambers just making her presence felt seconds after coming into the ball game. Just over 3 minutes to go, 11-3 Mitchell. Callie Wright into the corner. Kelly will take a shot, and we're going to have a rebounding foul here against Scottsbluff. Maria Avila, she also will pick up her second personal of the quarter. So Avila for Scottsbluff, Banks for Mitchell in some foul trouble. And that is the fourth team foul against Scottsbluff. 11-3 Mitchell on the inbound, the press. Ball thrown far side, nice grab by Schmidt. Still in the backcourt, and a foul will be called. Callie Wright picks up her first personal foul. That'll be the fifth team foul against Scottsbluff as Mitchell inching toward the 1-1, and we're still in the first quarter. Press on again. Hobbs has it deep, now flips it on ahead. Schmidt to Chambers. Schmidt on the outside, dribble penetration, a reach-in foul. This is going to be Jamison Howard picking up the foul. So one more before the bonus for Mitchell. That's the first against Jamison Howard. Kano takes the pass, brings it across. Hobbs down low, spinning. Bowles hits. Jackie Bowles, strong move, banks it home, and it's a double-digit lead. 13-3 Mitchell, first quarter of play. Wright slings it across to Kelly. She'll launch. The three's off the right side of the iron. Rebound Mitchell. Mitchell, a 7-2 rebounding edge in the early going. Kano bounces the ball into the forecourt. One dribble. Hobbs gives it up. Threw it over the head of Kano, but gathered in by Margie Schmidt. Man-to-man. Scottsbluff switching there. Chambers with it. Left side. Kano out front. Kano, the leading scorer, scoreless right now, but they haven't needed her. Margie Schmidt with her first fielder, her third point. It's 15-3. Scottsbluff has one fielder, one free throw so far in this first quarter of play. A little trouble handling it, but Howard gets control on it. Callie Wright, ball fake. Here's Anna Kelly into the paint, changes to the left hand. It spins out. Rebound to Kelly. Scottsbluff, fresh opportunity here. Inside a minute and a half to go, first quarter of play. Howard plays catch with Callie Wright. Howard misses the three. Rebound taken by Kano. Kano on the run. Scottsbluff back quickly on defense. Good job of sprinting back to prevent the break. Hobbs with it. Kano looking at a man-to-man, wanting to get it down low if she can, as Bowles struggling for position against Izzy Wright, who's giving up some inches. Here's a shot pressured, no good, and rebound taken away by Izzy Wright of Scottsbluff. And she'll drive all the way into the paint area and draw a foul. That's going to be Kano picking up her first. We're inside a minute to go, 51.4 seconds to go, first quarter, and a huge lead for Mitchell right now at 15-3. They've lost 3 in a row. Scottsbluff's won 3 in a row. Foot outside to Izzy Wright. We're going to have an offensive foul called against Scottsbluff. That's Emma Foot's first, and that will be a turnover also. Second against Scottsbluff. Press on, but Mitchell's done a nice job so far breaking out of a double team when the inbound pass comes in. Here's Kano. Kano weaves between the defenders, gets it into the forecourt now to Schmidt, who hopped to make sure she was there. Here's the three-pointer by Kano. First three of the game, and it's 18-3. Long three-pointer by Scottsbluff won't go. Rebound again to Mitchell. That shot was taken by Berta, by the way. And we're going to have a foul called. It's going against Callie Wright, I believe. Yep, Callie Wright will pick up her second. And it means 1-1 in effect. Avery Fox will come in for Scottsbluff. 1-1 free throw goes in to earn the bonus. 19-3. 16.7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. It's been all Mitchell so far, but we have somebody moving, so that'll wipe out Chambers' second free throw. We'll pretend it didn't happen. Doesn't count against her. Waning seconds of the quarter. Emma Foote outside the arc. Scottsbluff, actually two people running into the same area. Here's the drive by Berta. She'll dump it outside. Avery Fox misses. Put back. Won't go at the buzzer. Howard got the rebound, couldn't get the shot to go. And after one quarter of play, it is Mitchell 19 and Scottsbluff 3 on the West Coast scoreboard.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Mitchell stunning Scottsbluff in the first quarter, 19-3. Scottsbluff has the ball as we open play here. Avery Fox on the baseline. Izzy Wright. Wright squares up, swings the pass across. Here's the drive by Foote. It's off the back iron with the rebound. Taken off by Fox of Scottsbluff. Second chance. Here is Berta getting the three. Berta, after the conversion off of the rebound. Here's a steal. Shot rims out. Jameson Howard couldn't get it to go. Mitchell with it. And the drive under a lot of contested shooting area there won't go, and Scottsbluff again with it. Here's the drive off glass. Can't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound. Emma Foote, and we're going to have a foul called. So Foote is going to be fouled by McKenna Chambers. Chambers with her first. And we have had a warning or a technical called against Scottsbluff here. Warning, I think, is what it was. And Dave Bullish kind of tugged back. Scottsbluff will have it out of bounds. Berta being hampered by Kano. Good job. Here's a jump pass into the middle, intercepted. Third turnover on Scottsbluff. Mitchell into the forecourt quickly. Chambers with it. Holds up. Schmidt with it. Schmidt to Hobbs. Hobbs' pass deflected, intercepted by Jameson Howard. Good job defensively by the senior for Scottsbluff. The drive by Foote. She'll put it in off the glass. Second bucket for Foote. So 19-8. Mitchell scoreless in the quarter, but still a big lead. Now they get the ball down low, and the shot won't go for Chambers. It's out of bounds off Mitchell. Scottsbluff survived a close-in shot there. Harsh comes in. Avila comes in. Kelly comes in for Scottsbluff. 19-8. 5-0 in the second quarter by Scottsbluff so far. They've got a long way to go. Mitchell came out strong. Drive by Berta on the baseline. She'll lay it in as she's fouled. It'll be a chance at a three-point play for Peyton Berta. She hit a three, and now she'll have a chance at another three. Foul is against Gutierrez, and that will be her first. Fifth, so Scottsbluff not in a 1-and-1 as of yet. Free throw goes in to complete the three-point play. Berta off the bench with 6 of the 11 points by Scottsbluff. Kano, Hobbs launches, comes off short, rebound, fought for, Harsh comes up with it, and we're going to have Margie Schmidt picking up her first personal foul. One more before the bonus in effect. Chuck Swartz with you in the Logos broadcast booth on 106.9 The Trail and on KDB.TV. Avila fakes left, passes to the right side to Foote. Foote gets the ball right back from Kelly. Avila comes to the paint, spins inside, draws the foul. Shot doesn't go, but she'll go to the line and will shoot after Schmidt picks up her second foul in the last 24 seconds, playing time-wise. So Avila, who is scoreless so far, puts it up and in. So she has her first point. We're going to see Elena Guzman, a 5'7" junior, come in the ball game now for Mitchell. 19-12. This one bounces off the right side. Rebound, Mitchell. Mitchell needing some points in the quarter. Pass deflected. Harsh intercepts it again. 5th turnover against Mitchell. Long pass ahead to Mariah Avila. Avila dribbles a while, now gives it to Berta. Berta swings to Kelly. Ball down low to Harsh. Muscles her way in and puts it home for her first fielder, her third point. 19-14. And still over 5 minutes to go before halftime. Mitchell yet to score in this quarter. Crossover dribble, Gutierrez into the paint, dishes it off. Here's Guzman, it's off iron, rebounds out of bounds off of Scottsbluff. Mitchell will have it on a baseline out of bounds play. Here comes Keani Banks back in. Banks will replace McKenna Chambers. Left side of the board, Gutierrez will inbound it for Mitchell. Gutierrez flips it in. It's deflected by Harsh, intercepted by Scottsbluff. Pass on ahead from Foote to Berta. Berta drives, too strong on the layup, and the rebound to Mitchell. Mitchell survives their 6th turnover with no points. Here's Kano with it. Guzman. Guzman crossing on the dribble, reverses it to Kano. Kano does have a three-pointer. That was late in the quarter. Get it down low. Here's Keani Banks. Outside, Hobbs, the 15-footer rims out. Avila rebounds. Gets it on ahead. Here's the drive. Layup's too strong. Put back by Harsh. Harsh put it in after Berta missed on the drive. And that makes it a 19-16 game. Stolen away. It won't go in. Harsh rebounds. Into the middle. Foote puts it up and in. Foote makes it a 19-18 game. Just over half of the quarter to go. Mitchell scoreless in the quarter. Here's the drive, though. The left-hand shot won't go by Hobbs. Rebound, Scottsbluff again. Pushing it is Foote. A bucket here would give Scottsbluff the lead. We have had no ties in this game. Mitchell jumped out 3-0. And then 19-3. Here's Avila into the paint. Changes to the left hand, puts it up, and traveling will be called. 4th turnover against Scottsbluff. See, Izzy Wright comes back in. Avila is still out there. Looks like Berta. Callie Wright is in. Now the ball knocked away and intercepted. Avila has it. Feeds it down to Harsh, and Scottsbluff has taken the lead. And timeout, Mitchell. 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the first half. It's 20-19 Scottsbluff on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers, from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
On the opening play following the timeout, Mitchell is called for traveling. Scottsbluff has it back. They have outscored Mitchell 17-0 in the quarter to take a 1-point lead after being outscored 19-3. Avila with it, comes into the paint, swings left side. Now takes the drop step, the shot, and she'll draw the foul and will go to the line. It's going to be Bowles picking up her first. Avila 1 out of 2, now 2 out of 3 from the stripe. And Scottsbluff with the 21-19 lead. One more coming for the junior, for the Lady Bearcats, and she'll hit it again. She's gone 3 out of 4 for her 3 points. 22-19. Press on. Ball fumbled away, but recovered by Hobbs. She'll get it to Kano. Kano on ahead with it, right side, Guzman, Kano, they'll play catch for a while on the near side of the court. Now forcing a 15-footer, it's off iron, rebound Izzy Wright. Wright for Scottsbluff, into the middle to Harsh, and she'll be called for traveling in traffic, could not get the pivot foot to stay put. 5th turnover against Scottsbluff. Mitchell has 8 of them in the game. Mitchell a 13-9 rebounding edge right now. Hobbs ahead to Guzman. Back to Hobbs. She'll pass it on into the forecourt. Gutierrez comes to the paint. Dishes outside to Kano. Near side, Guzman. Mitchell working it around outside. Guzman bounces a pass inside. It'll be knocked away by Scottsbluff. And Scottsbluff going with some wholesale subs as the clock stops. See, Kelly's in the ball game. Berda is in. Looks like Avery Fox back in. Emma Foote will come back into the ball game also. Ball to be inbounded out near the left corner by Mitchell, looking for their first points of the quarter. Ball comes into Banks. She's double teamed, and it's going to be 3 seconds called against Mitchell as she was pinned in the paint. Here comes Chambers back in. Guzman out for Mitchell. An amazing 19-0 run by Scottsbluff in the quarter. They lead 22-19 after trailing 19-3 after the first 8 minutes. Foote taking it to the right side, drives in, can't launch, however, looks for a cutter. Here comes Berda. It'd be a left-hand shot that goes in. Wow, heck of a move by Berda. She has 8. And the ball thrown away by Mitchell. Mitchell with their 10th turnover of the game, 8 of them this quarter. 24-19. Foote will take the ball into the forecourt after the pass from Kelly. Foote's open from the top. She'll launch. It's too strong, and the rebound comes to Gutierrez of Mitchell. Gutierrez on the run, but Scottsbluff back. Kano backs off, has to get rid of it to Hobbs. Hobbs comes into the paint and is going to be fouled. This will go against Avery Fox. First personal against Fox, but 9 against Scottsbluff, so this will be a 1-1. It was a non-shooting. So Hobbs will shoot her first free throw. She had 4 points in the first quarter. Bends the knees and earns the bonus. That breaks the string. It's 24-20 with 1 minute and 48 seconds to go. It was a 21-0 run by Scottsbluff. Second shot will miss. Harsh rebound. Scottsbluff on the run, leading by 4. Berta wheels in, gives it to Foot. Foot backs off. Angles to the right side, reverses a pass to Avila. Berta, left side, shot goes up by Kelly, too strong. Rebound Mitchell's McKenna Chambers. Mitchell trying to cut into that 4-point Scottsbluff lead. Kano into the paint, puts it off the glass for 2. Her 5th point of the ball game. 24-22. 4 straight by Mitchell now after finally getting the lid off the basket on the right-hand side. Kelly, Foot, well outside the arc. Now Foot spins into the paint, puts the shot up from about 5, and it rattles home. Foot with 8 points, breaks the 4-0 run by Mitchell. 26-22, we're inside a minute to go before first half. Hobbs, Chambers handles it on top. Takes a screen to the right, drives low, puts up a shot, and draws the foul. It'll be free throws coming, and 2 of them the rest of the way for Mitchell because Scottsbluff's over the limit. Foot will pick up her 2nd foul. Ironically enough, both came with 48 seconds to go in the first and second quarters. Free throw makes it 26-23. Howard's back in. Let's see, Kelly's still there. Avery Fox is in. Harsh is in, and that will be Izzy Wright. Second shot rolls around, goes in for Chambers. So Chambers 3 out of 3 at the line, has 5 points right now, and it's back to a 2-point game, 26-24. Just under 40 seconds to go, first half. Kelly on the right side, waited as long as she could before touching it, knowing the clock wouldn't start. Now drives to the baseline, and it is off of Scottsbluff. So 0.7 of a second. Mitchell has a chance to get it in and shoot. They don't have to tip it, but they'll have to get it away as soon as they grab it. Gutierrez in. Hobbs turned, didn't get the shot away, and passed it instead. So at halftime, we've got ourselves heck of a ball game here after trailing 19-3 at the end of the first quarter. Scottsbluff outscored Mitchell 25-5 to take a 28.
Finally, goodbye 2020. There was one good thing about 2020. That was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door. Plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
Welcome back. Fast-paced first half of play. Only one timeout taken by a coach, in fact, in that first half. So it just moved along. We've got the boys' game coming up next as the second part of our doubleheader, remember. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Wendhorst at 632-7561. Together we'll go far. We'll recap that first quarter. It was amazing. Mitchell jumped out 3-0, a free throw, then a fielder on the next possession. Scottsbluff scored to cut it to 1, but after that, it was a 16-0 run by Mitchell to end the quarter. 19-3, they had the lead. Harsh had a free throw and Foote had a fielder, and that was it for Scottsbluff, while Kano had a 3. Margie Schmidt had 3 on a fielder and 1 of 2 at the line. 3 for McKenna Chambers, 2 for Banks, 2 for Gutierrez, and 2 for Bowles as they spread it around. Well, Mitchell, 19-3 lead. We'll come back and look at that second quarter and what has changed this game around right after this at halftime. 28-24, Scottsbluff on the West Coast scoreboard.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
Chuck Swartz with you. We are at halftime. Scottsbluff leading 28-24. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering offers the Bumps and Bruises program, offering 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering. Well, we recapped the first quarter, 19-3 when we left you, but it was an incredible run by Scottsbluff. They took the lead at 20-19. That's been our only lead change at 3:31 to go in the first half. Mitchell had been held scoreless at that point. Scottsbluff added a couple of free throws and another fielder to make it 24-20 before the first Mitchell point came on a free throw with 1:48 to go and made it 24-20. Mitchell scored the next time down to cut it to 2. It was 26-24 with 40 seconds to go in the half, but a couple of free throws late in the half by Scottsbluff's Anna Kelly, and we are at halftime a 4-point Scottsbluff lead. We'll look at individual scoring and some of the team stats coming up. Again, it's 28-24 Scottsbluff on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
We are at halftime, 28-24. Scottsbluff has taken the lead after trailing 19-3 at the end of the first quarter of play. Let's look at scoring for Mitchell. They have a trio with 5 each. Jaden Kano, a 2 and a 3. Avery Hobbs, 1 of 2 at the line with a couple of fielders. And McKenna Chambers, 3 for 3 at the line with a field goal. 3 points for Margie Schmidt, 1 of 2 at the stripe with a fielder. And then 2 points for Keani Banks, Jackie Bowles, and Angelica Gutierrez. Gutierrez 0 for 2 at the stripe. 7 have played, 7 have scored for Mitchell in the first half. For Scottsbluff, they have been led by Emma Foote with 8 and Peyton Berda with 8. Foote on 4 2-point goals. Berda, 2 2s, a 3, and 1 of 1 at the stripe. 7 points for Sabrina Harsh, 1 out of 4 at the stripe for her. 3 for Mariah Avila, all from the line. She is 3 out of 4. And 2 points for Anna Kelly as she made those two in the waning seconds of the half with 7 seconds to go in the first half of play. Playing but not scoring, Callie Wright, Izzy Wright, Avery Fox, and Jamison Howard. So 9 have played, 5 have scored for Scottsbluff. We'll look at the teams in comparison when we come back. Again, Scottsbluff girls 28, Mitchell 24 on the West Coast scoreboard.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
28-24. Looking at the teams in comparison, 9 played, 5 scored for Scottsbluff, 7 played, 7 scored for Mitchell. Mitchell 5 out of 9 in free throws, Scottsbluff 7 of 11. Scottsbluff has made 9 2-point goals compared to 8 for Mitchell, and both teams have 1 3-pointer. Foul situation, Scottsbluff has Avila with 2, Callie Wright with 2, Izzy Wright with 2, Emma Foote with 2, and then 1 each on Avery Fox, Jamison Howard, and Peyton Burda. For Mitchell, Margie Schmidt has 2, Keani Banks has 2, Jaden Kano has 2. 1 foul each on McKenna Chambers, Angelica Gutierrez, and Jackie Bowles. Scottsbluff wearing the home whites, Mitchell in the visiting black, as we prepare for the start of this third quarter of play. Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs, another of our sponsors helping to bring you the broadcast tonight. Mitchell will have the ball. They'll move right to left. Wearing the black, it'll be Gutierrez to inbound. Kano takes it, and Scottsbluff opens in a man-to-man zone, or man-to-man the way it looks. They were kind of back on a zone look, but now come out. Now they're going to be zoning, maybe matching up a little bit to take care of Kano. Kano, the leading scorer on the team, only 1 in double digits. Kano handles it, now flips it to Gutierrez in the corner. Back out to Kano, top of the circle. Can't get it away, and it is a zone. From the corner, Gutierrez is open. The 3 comes off the back iron, and the rebound comes away to Scottsbluff. Foote with the rebound, brings it into the forecourt, takes it down into the paint area, spins, takes the 10-footer, it's off the glass left side, and Foote will pick up the foul, which will be her 3rd. Kind of a frustration foul after missing the shot, and picks up her 3rd. It's the first of the quarter, and the press will be applied again by Scottsbluff. Kano gets the ball in to Schmidt, back to Kano. Flips it ahead to Schmidt. She's in the forecourt. Hurries it into the corner to Hobbs. Hobbs dumps it down low. Schmidt turns. Shot won't go off the back, but the rebound taken by Keani Banks. And Banks has it stripped away. 11th turnover. It was 10-5 turnovers at half. Mitchell with the 10. Here's Izzy Wright. Izzy spins into the paint, but she's in a double team and is going to be tied up. Possession arrow is in Scottsbluff's favor, so they will retain possession. Left side of the board, it'll be Foote to inbound. Foote looking low, bounces it down. The bounce off the glass by Howard won't go. Put back won't go by Foote, and we're going to have a foul. So it'll be Scottsbluff to inbound as Banks picks up her 3rd. She had 2 in the first quarter, picks up 1 early here in the 3rd, and will sit down as Sean Harvey will go to the bench and put Jackie Bowles into the ball game. Scottsbluff right side of the basket. Gets it in, right back to the inbounder. Foot drives in, has inside position, and lays it home. That's double digits for Foot. She has 10, 30-24. Now the ball's going to be turned over again. Having trouble getting it was Hobbs. Tried to dribble pick up rather than just grab it and pick it up. Couldn't get it. And the 12th turnover against Mitchell. Minute and a half gone in the quarter. Scottsbluff leading by 6. Foot takes the inbound. Outside after the inbound, the 3 taken by Avila won't go, and the rebound, Mitchell. Mitchell still leading in rebounding, but turnovers have been key, and shooting percentage is starting to add up for Scottsbluff also. Holding up is Chambers. Now it'll go down low, and a foul as Bowles takes the inbound. It'll be non-shooting, of course, but it'll be inbounded. Foot picks up her 4th, so that is huge. Picks up 2 in the first minute 56 of the quarter. Looks like we're going to see Kelly back in and Berta for Scottsbluff. Right side, Mitchell to inbound. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Ball into Chambers. Chambers drives. Shots partially blocked from behind. And Berta will pick it up. Berta dribbles into the forecourt, changing hands on the dribble. Pulls up, but continues to yo-yo the basketball. Right side against a man-to-man. Swings it out to Howard. Now the ball into Harsh, and a foul on Bowles, trying to knock it away. So Emma Bowles will pick up her 2nd foul after Banks had 3, bringing Bowles off the bench. Now Gutierrez, who had taken a breather, back in, and Bowles comes out. Left side, Scottsbluff to inbound, leading it by half a dozen. Get the ball into Harsh, she'll bank it home. Harsh with 9 points in the quarter, or in the game now, and the quarter makes it 32-24. Gutierrez gets it into the forecourt against the pressure by Scottsbluff. Kano dumps it to Chambers. 1 dribble, gives up the dribble and throws it right to Harsh. 13th turnover against Mitchell. Mitchell back quickly, so no real fast break coming, but here comes the drive by Avila, and she'll draw a foul. Avila just never stopped to allow the defense to get set, and Kano is going to pick up her 3rd personal. So Kano with 3, Banks with 3, and on the other side, Scottsbluff has Foot with 4. And she's the leading scorer right now. Ball's tipped away, but Scottsbluff has it. But trying to drive in, ball's taken away from Berta. Mitchell on the run. Kano switches to the left side. Chambers finds an opening, drives, and is fouled as she puts the shot up. She'll go to the line. Chambers found an opening and raced in there as Berta will pick up the 2nd foul for her. 5:03 remaining here in the third quarter. Free throw will go in for Chambers. She is a perfect 4 out of 4 at the line, has half a dozen in the game. Second one bounces twice, comes away, and the rebound to Mitchell. Here's Chambers again. She'll dish it outside. Kano's 3 rims out. Rebound, Mitchell again. They've got 2 offensive boards this time. The drive and a foul as Gutierrez took it toward the paint. So Harsh will have personal number 1. Non-shooting, so it'll be inbounded on the baseline. Mitchell. Schmidt flips it in. Chambers drives, kicks it out. Gutierrez banks it up. It won't go. Berta rebounds for Scottsbluff. Berta hurries it to the forecourt. Goes between the legs on the dribble. Now backs away. Goes to the right elbow with it. Bounces it down to Harsh. Harsh will turn, put it up and in as she's fouled. Chambers will pick up her 2nd personal foul. Chance at a 3-point play for Harsh. She is in doubles now with 11. Foot on the bench with 10. Leads Scottsbluff in scoring. Kano, Hobbs, Chambers all scoring well. Right now Chambers has 6. Kano and Hobbs have 5. Free throw goes in. So Harsh completes the three-point play and makes it a 35-25 game. Kano with pressure on her. Still in the backcourt to Hobbs. Now ahead to Schmidt. Schmidt from 15 hits it on the baseline right. Her second fielder, her fifth point. 35-27, Scottsbluff. Berda drives, dishes into the corner. Kelly flips it around to Avila. Avila changes hands on the dribble, comes into the paint and puts it in. First for Avila from the floor. She has 5 points. 37-27, double-digit lead. Ball flipped down to Hobbs. She'll put it up and in, and she'll have a chance at a three-point play. Kelly picks up her first foul for Scottsbluff. Hobbs with her 7th point now. Leads Mitchell. Has a free throw coming. She's 1 out of 2. Mitchell was 5 out of 9 at intermission. And the old-fashioned three-point play is completed by Hobbs. She has 8. 37-30, Scottsbluff. A little more than half of the quarter gone so far. Scottsbluff with it and the lead. Kelly, near side, Callie right. Callie flips it down to Harsh, trying to muscle her way in. Takes the shot, partially blocked. And we're going to have a jump ball. Looked like Addison Lashley just came in for Mitchell. Did a good job defensively there. And the tie-up gives it to Mitchell. So I have them unofficially 20 rebounds. Scottsbluff with 11. But the turnovers, again, at 13-6. Mitchell with 13. Kano flips it ahead to Hobbs in the forecourt. Comes to the right side. Pass is deflected, but Schmidt has it. Schmidt tumbles down, doesn't travel, gets it to Gutierrez. Her 15-footer's over the top. It's out of bounds off Mitchell. Scottsbluff will have the ball, leading 37-30. 3:09 to go, third quarter of play. Avila to Berda. Goes clear across to Avila, who tries a long three, and it's out of bounds off Scottsbluff. Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage. For a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance, contact Jennifer today. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. As the ball's brought into the forecourt, we're going to have a foul against Scottsbluff. A little too aggressive there on the press, and looks like Harsh is going to pick up her second. About 2 minutes apart, she's picked up her first and second. Here's Hobbs. Mitchell with the ball, trailing 37-30. Driving on the baseline, trying the reverse layup is Margie Schmidt. Rebound Scottsbluff. Pass on ahead, open. Callie Wright starts to drive, and a foul. It's going against Schmidt. So she has her third. And it looks like we're going to see Josie Jenkins, a 5'10 senior. Averages a little over 2 points and about 2 rebounds coming off the bench. And Chambers back in for Mitchell. Looks like Scottsbluff wants to take a timeout. 2:34 to go here in the quarter. We'll keep it here as it's going to be a short one. Our score, 37-30 Scottsbluff. Floyd's Truck Center is another of our sponsors helping to bring you the broadcasts. Floyd's Truck Center is your commercial, farm, and feed truck center. Representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. They're at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scottsbluff. And Hydrotex is your lubrication solution partner, a member of the Holiday family of companies. Hydrotex is proud to support local athletes. Short timeout, so we're ready for play again. 2 minutes, 34 seconds remain in the quarter. 37-30 Scottsbluff. They took their first lead at 20-19 with 3:31 to go in the first half of play. Avila slings it to Berta, who launches the three. It's too strong. Rebound Gutierrez for Mitchell. Gutierrez across, changes hands on the dribble. Being harassed by Izzy Wright. Passes to Hobbs. Double down low against Jenkins. She'll get it outside. Chambers drives in. The 10-footer rattles out. Harsh rebounds. Scottsbluff on the run. Here comes Avila to the hoop, and she'll lay it in with the left hand. She has 7. Couple of fielders here in the third quarter. 39-30, just inside 2 minutes now. And the ball knocked away, but a foul will be called. And it will go against Scottsbluff. Callie Wright with her third. So it will be a bonus, as that is the 7th against Scottsbluff. So Gutierrez, who has missed her only 2 free throws, will be up there for a 1-and-1 situation. 39-30. It bounces off the iron, and Harsh again with the rebound for Scottsbluff. Pass ahead to Avila. Avila takes it baseline, finds an opening, puts it up off the front iron. Rebound is fought for, and it'll be a jump ball. And Scottsbluff will have the arrow in their favor, so they'll get to inbound on the baseline. Berta will inbound, the sophomore, just to the right side of the board. Slaps it to get people moving, and now throws it in between players, but it'll be tracked down before it's an over and back by Scottsbluff. Here comes the drive. The runner goes in for Peyton Berta. She's in doubles. 3 for Scottsbluff in double digits now. It makes it 41-30. Pressure again. Out to Kano. Kano down low with it to Jenkins, who just came in. She'll give to Gutierrez. The 3's off the back iron. And the rebound is out of bounds, and they'll say off Mitchell. So Scottsbluff's had a bushel basket of team rebounds in this quarter. They're nearing what Mitchell has, 21-17 according to my count right now. Minute 5 to go, third quarter. Avila will handle it. Comes back left, finds an opening, lays it in. She has 9, and it's 43-30 as we cross the 1-minute mark in the quarter. Jenkins ahead to Gutierrez. Gutierrez swings around, gives to Kano. Kano scoreless in the quarter so far. Hobbs with it, down low, foul as the shot was attempted by McKenna Chambers. Chambers averaging 7.2, has 6 on the night. Sabrina Harsh picks up her 3rd foul of the quarter. 40.4 seconds, that's also in the game for her. Free throw, swings around and goes in for Chambers. Chambers now with 7, right at her average on the season. She was 3 for 3 at halftime. She's made 2 of 3 this quarter. Now 3 out of 4. Good free throw shooting by the senior. 43-32. Izzy Wright. Callie Wright. Howard. Avila. Callie Wright doesn't take the shot. There's 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Berta on the backdoor cut to Wright. She tries to sling a pass out that's intercepted. Mitchell with 10 seconds to go. Guzman back in, has it, gets it into the middle. Shot will go in, and a foul as Josie Jenkins will have a chance at a 3-point play here in the waning seconds of the third quarter. So Jenkins with her first bucket of the game. See, Avila will pick up the foul with 3 seconds to go, 2.9 to be technical. So 43-34 and a chance for a free throw here for Jenkins. And it's too strong. Rebound taken by Scottsbluff. Long pass ahead as the third quarter expires. After 3 quarters, it is Scottsbluff 43 and Mitchell 34 on the West Coast scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our professional team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level because we have sleep disorders too. We use CPAP every night, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with most major insurance companies in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
It'll be Mitchell with the basketball as we open play here in the fourth quarter. It's 43-34 Scottsbluff. Kano. Hobbs with it on the left side, drives in, finds a small opening. Shot's blocked by Harsh and recovered by Harsh. Turnover against Mitchell. Scottsbluff by 9 with the basketball. Emma Foote backs away. Slings it to Avila, far side of the court. Man-to-man by Mitchell. Avila trying to direct traffic. Harsh comes out to get it, nearly fumbles it away, but saves it. Foote again. Avila drives by Kano on the right side, puts it in softly off the glass for her 11th point. 45-34, her 11 is the margin. Here's a steal by Avila. Avila takes it to the hoop, the Euro step for the layup, and she has 13. 47-34. 15 turnovers on Mitchell against the press. Now on ahead to Schmidt. Get it down low on the block. That's Banks. Banks outside. Kano's three goes in. Her first points of the second half. She has 8. 47-37, 6:40 clock running, fourth quarter of play. Mitchell needed that one if they're going to get back into this one. Here's Foote at the free throw line. Backs her way low. She'll draw the foul. Foul will go against Hobbs. That's her first. So that will be a shooting foul, but after this, the bonus in effect. It looks like we've got timeout Mitchell. 6:30 to go in the game. 47-37, Scottsbluff on the West Coast scoreboard. As play resumes, Emma Foote missed a pair of free throws for Scottsbluff. Here's Mitchell with it. Still same score, 47-37. Ball knocked away, but Kano came up with it. Being harassed out on top, has to pass it away to Hobbs. Hobbs takes the screen right, hooks it down to Banks. Banks turns, Harsh blocks and recovers. Scottsbluff with the ball and then tipped out of bounds by Mitchell near the timeline. 6:06 remaining. Berta will come in the ball game for Scottsbluff. 10-point lead for Scottsbluff. They're 9-2. They've won 3 in a row. Mitchell's 4-7. They've lost 3 in a row. Berta dribbling between the circles with it. Now Avila. Avila finds an opening into the middle, draws the double team, so she passes it away to Foote. Foote into the paint. Gives to Harsh. She's open. It's off the back iron, and the rebound taken by Mitchell's Avery Hobbs. Hobbs ahead to Schmidt. Schmidt doubled, reverses the pass, and it'll be intercepted by Callie Wright. Wright to the hoop, gets the layup. That makes it a 12-point game, 49-37, nearly stolen away, but Kano has it. Kano flips it to Hobbs. Hobbs on the right side has some trouble handling it. It's out of bounds. Turnover on Mitchell. Scottsbluff's pressure starting to wear on this Mitchell Tigers team right now, and it's a 12-point lead with a little over 5 minutes to go. 5:15 as Avila dribbles across the timeline. Avila. Berta turns, takes the quick three. It's off the back of the iron, and the rebound will be tied up. Harsh and Banks, and the possession arrow in Scottsbluff's favor. Scottsbluff has had a bushel basket of rebounds in the third quarter and a couple here in the fourth to draw within one in that stat, but they're up 12 on the score. Avila. Berta drives on the baseline, puts it up, it rolls around and comes out. And the rebound, Banks of Mitchell. Kano. Hobbs holds it overhead, now drives into the paint, dishes left side. Kano drives in, steps back, long two, comes up short. Rebound taken by Foot. Foot ahead to Avila. Now the ball's knocked away from right and taken away. Now Avila tries to knock it away and does. Turnovers both directions. Scottsbluff has the basketball. Left side, Callie Wright is open. Fake the drive, the pass, and now puts in a little runner in the paint. Wright with two hoops here in the quarter. 51-37, 4:14, the clock running in the fourth quarter. And the ball's taken away from Schmidt. The drive by Avila, she's fouled, it'll go in, and a chance at a three-point play. Avila has just come alive, particularly here in the fourth, but she has 12 points now in the second half alone, and Kano has just picked up her fourth personal foul with half of the fourth quarter to go. Free throw won't go, and the rebound taken by Hobbs. Mitchell on the run. Kano across, we'll flip it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez takes the ball screen to the free throw line, tries to bounce it inside, and it goes off the foot of Harsh out of bounds, so Mitchell has the basketball yet. Kano will come out with that fourth personal. Coach Sean Harvey wants to see if he can prolong her for a few minutes late. Ball comes into Hobbs. She's open and drains the 15-footer. Hobbs is in doubles with 10. First for Mitchell to do so. 53-39. Here's Berta. Berta drives to the hoop and draws the foul. So she'll go to the line with 3.5 minutes to go. Jenkins picks up the foul. 3:32 to go in the game. Berta, who has made her only free throw attempt in the ball game, will have two coming here. And the first one goes in for her 11th point. Foot has 10, Harsh has 12, Avila has 15 now for Scottsbluff. And the second one by Berta gives her a dozen. So 55-39. Mitchell down, they have the basketball. Hobbs down low to Banks, spins, puts it off the glass, it hops off both sides and goes out of bounds. It's off Scottsbluff. So Mitchell will have the basketball with 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. It'll be on the left side where ball will be inbounded. Banks has it. Banks has her shot rejected by Harsh, recovered by Schmidt. Mitchell still has it. Get the ball down to Jenkins. Dish it outside. Hobbs can't get it to go. And the rebound fought for, and Harsh ends up with it for Scottsbluff. We're at 3 minutes to go now as Avila crosses the timeline. She's wide open. She'll take it and hit it. 18 in the game, and we've got timeout Scottsbluff. 2:52 to go, 58-39 Scottsbluff on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process. bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, RE/MAX, and settle down.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Chuck Swartz with you in the Logos broadcast booth. You know, you can listen to the game today, relive it tomorrow on the podcast page at KMORFM.com, KOZYFM.com, KNEBFM.com. It's brought to you by First State, Scottsbluff, and Gearing. Mitchell down in the ball game now, 58-39, after scoring 19 points in the first quarter alone. Pressure on, and Hobbs having trouble finding someone. Gutierrez with it. Chambers. Hobbs again, right side, dribbled it once, gave up the dribble, had nowhere to go with it. Schmidt with it. Left side, here's Gutierrez on the drive. She's rejected. Ball recovered after the block by Jamison Howard. Howard to Avery Fox. They'll play catch out near the timeline. Howard with it. Change now to Izzy Wright. Trying to use clock. Let's see if Mitchell fouls or if they'll just continue to let the clock wind down. Fox picks up the dribble. Kelly with it. Kelly trying to go behind the back. It's knocked away by Mitchell. Recovered. Good hustle by Chambers there. The drive shot won't go, however, for Mitchell, and coming out of it on a racing dribble will be Jamison Howard, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. She just took that dribble and took off. That'll be Schmidt with her fourth personal foul. Minute 48 to go in the ball game. So Howard, who is scoreless in the ball game, will have 2 free throws coming here. She was fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the first one to go in. At halftime, Scottsbluff had 5 people who had scored. They have now added 2 more to that total. So 7 have scored. Mitchell had 7 at halftime, so now 8 have scored. Shot rolls around a couple times, goes in for Howard, so she's 2 for 2 at the line, and that will make it 60-39. Kano's back in. Lob to Banks. Back outside, high pass, but Hobbs corrals it. Cross over to Kano. Faked the 3, drove in, couldn't get the shot away, so passes it back outside to Hobbs. We're inside a minute and 25 seconds to go. Kano spins, dishes it back outside, and ends up tipped by Scottsbluff, so Mitchell will keep track of it with a minute and 17 seconds to go. Hobbs banks a long way from the hoop, gives to Chambers. Chambers drives into the middle. We've got a block foul called against Scottsbluff, and it will result in 2 free throws coming here for Mitchell. Quincy Johnson, who had just come into the ball game seconds ago playing time-wise, will pick up the foul. Here's Chambers, and she hits again. She's 7 out of 8 in free throws in the ball game. Could get her in double digits here, and does so as the second one goes in. So she and Hobbs lead with 10, Kano with 8 for Mitchell. Fox into the forecourt. Reverses a pass outside, and Howard will dribble to the left side with it. Right, that's Izzy. Fox. 50 seconds remain. Down to Quincy Johnson. She'll put it off the glass a bit strong. Rebound Kano. Mitchell racing up court with it. Kano will launch a 3-pointer. It's off the front iron. Johnson rebounds. Pass is nearly intercepted, and it will trickle out of bounds, and they'll say off Scottsbluff. So the 10th turnover against Scottsbluff comes with 30.2 seconds to go. Going to see Guzman come back in for Mitchell. Now a couple other players for Scottsbluff I don't have on my roster. So we'll just have to go with no names right now for them. 30.2 seconds to go. Scottsbluff is going to win their 4th straight. Schmidt dribbles left to right, gives it away. Chambers into the middle. Now Guzman down into the paint. Now to Banks, and she'll lay it in. First points for Banks since the first quarter. Sophomore has 4 in the game now. Less than 10 seconds to go. Ball's out of bounds. Scottsbluff retains. Stick with us. We didn't have a lot of timeouts here. I'll have to take a few more breaks to get some breaks caught up here for you. Ball's going to be inbounded, and there's the final. Now 17 points in the 4th quarter for Scottsbluff, 9 for Mitchell, and it becomes a relatively easy game for Scottsbluff, but you wouldn't have thought that after the first quarter when it was 19-3 Mitchell. We'll recap this. Remember, we've got the boys game coming up yet, so again, our final in the girls, Scottsbluff 60, Mitchell 43 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Me at Tri-City Stormwater.
Scottsbluff girls win at 60-43 to pick up their 4th straight win. Now 10-2 on the year. Mitchell loses their 4th straight, and they are 4-8. We'll have post-game coming up here in a bit. Again, 60-43 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Looking at scores by quarters in that girls' game, 19-3 Mitchell. But in the second quarter, it was 25-5 Scottsbluff. Scottsbluff led at halftime 28-24. 15-10 Scottsbluff advantage in the third, and 17-9 Scottsbluff outscored Mitchell in the fourth for that final 17-point margin. Again, we'll have individual and team stats coming up. It was 60-43 Scottsbluff on the West Coast scoreboard.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Boys teams are out warming up, so we'll have the second part of our doubleheader coming up here shortly. Again, it was Scottsbluff over Mitchell, 60-43 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Still getting things totaled up. We will have our Taco John's Player of the Game coming up yet, so stick around with us. Remember, you can listen to the game today, relive it tomorrow on the podcast page at KMORFM.com, KOZYFM.com, KNEBFM.com. Brought to you by First State Bank of Scottsbluff and Gering. Getting them all totaled, I'll have some individual totals coming up for you. Again, 60-43, Scottsbluff girls on the West Coast scoreboard.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated, and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
The holidays are a time to connect with family, with friends, with each other. After a busy year, the holidays are the perfect time for laughing together, playing together, talking together, and celebrating together. Spend time this holiday season connecting with the people that mean the world to you, and let Allo take care of the connectivity.
Well, thank you. Welcome back to Scottsbluff High School. Mitchell jumped out 3-0. Scottsbluff cut it to a point, but after that it was a 16-0 run by Mitchell. They led 19-3 after the first quarter, but the second quarter was just a complete turnaround as Scottsbluff took their first lead at 20-19 on a 17-0 run at that point. It was ultimately 24-19 before Mitchell got their first points of the second quarter with 1:48 to go. Mitchell scored again to cut it to 2. Again cut it to 2 at 26-24 with 40 seconds to go, but a couple of free throws by Scottsbluff's Anna Kelly made it 28-24 at halftime. So a 19-3 Mitchell advantage in the first, a 25-5 Scottsbluff advantage in the second. So 28-24, and then in the Third quarter, 15-10, Scottsbluff, and 17-9 in the fourth for the final of 60-43. Let's go ahead and look at the scoring first for Mitchell in the game. 2 in doubles, Avery Hobbs and McKenna Chambers. Hobbs was 2 of 3 in free throwing. Chambers 8 out of 9 for her 10-point total. Jaden Kano had 8, a couple of threes, and a 2-pointer for her. Margie Schmidt had 5. She was 1 of 2 at the line. Keani Banks had 4. 2 points for Jackie Bowles, 2 for Angelica Gutierrez, who was 0 for 3 in free throwing with 1 fielder, and Josie Jenkins with 2. Addison Lashley played, did not score, so 9 played, 8 scored for Mitchell in the ball game. We'll look at Scottsbluff scoring and some of the team stats when we come back. 60-43 Scottsbluff. You're listening to the Runza Postgame Show.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
You know, Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. Chuck Swartz with you on the Runza postgame show. We've looked at the Mitchell scoring. Now for Scottsbluff, they were led in scoring by Mariah Avila with 18. 15 of those coming in the second half. 3 out of 5 at the line with a 3-point bucket. 2 at 12, Sabrina Harsh and Peyton Berta. Harsh 2 out of 5 in free throwing. Berta was 3 for 3. Also in doubles, 10 points for Emma Foote. She was 0 for 2 at the line. Then it's 4 points for Callie Wright, 2 for Anna Kelly on a pair of free throws right before halftime. 2 points for Jamison Howard. She was 2 for 2 at the line. Playing but not scoring, Quincy Johnson, Izzy Wright, Avery Fox. The 11 played, 7 scored for Scottsbluff in the game. When we look at those numbers, they're brought to you by Paul Reed Construction. They've been in Gering for over 35 years. Commercial and industrial building, heavy highway earthwork, along with the rock pile and big green egg store. That's Paul Reed Construction. And it's time for our player of the game, brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And Mariah Avila, who came alive in the second half, 15 points, led Scottsbluff with 18 in the ball game, is our player of the game. Time to turn our attention to the boys game coming up next here from Scottsbluff High School. I'll have that one for you also. Chuck Swartz thanking you for being along on that first one. Hope you can be around for the second one. Reminding you again, Scottsbluff girls 60, Mitchell 43 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Welcome back for our second game of the doubleheader. Chuck Swartz with you. Mitchell Tigers, Scottsbluff Bearcats. Bearcats hosting here at Scottsbluff High School. Scottsbluff coming in 5-5. They won their last game after snapping a 3-game losing streak, while Mitchell is 6-5, coached by Jason Gregory. And they have won their last 2 games at the Cabela's Holiday Tournament. And tell you about a turnaround there. They lost to McCook in the first day of the tournament by 10, 68-58, but then turned around 2 days later and beat McCook 68-49. Sandwiched in between there, they had defeated Sydney. Scottsbluff was at the Hastings Holiday Tournament. They lost to the host team Hastings by 1 in the first round, and then beat Lexington, holding them to a season low, along with the game against Chadron, 30 points. So the Scottsbluff defense a couple of times has really clamped down on people. Scott Gullion, the coach of Scottsbluff. Again, they're 5-5 coming into this ball game, and we'll be back with Chris Cottrell as he'll have an interview with Scott coming up here on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
We're back tonight on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. Friday night high school basketball doubleheader from Scottsbluff High School. Chris Cottrell will get things back to Chuck Schwartz coming up here in just a few minutes. But time right now on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show to catch up with Scottsbluff boys head man Scott Gullion. Coach's comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff, and you can be in The Zone all season long. Well, Coach, great to visit, catch up here for a moment. Looking forward to getting back and being in full swing next week. Right now, 500 record for you. You've played twice since Christmas, came and win. A couple of true road games there right after the Christmas holiday, that in between Christmas and New Year at Hastings and Lexington. You lose by 1 at Hastings. Let's start there. What were the positives? What did you make of that performance?
I think our guys came out ready to play. They came out with a little chip on their shoulder, I think, and played with just that little bit more urgency that we've been kind of emphasizing, and a lot of stuff that we had talked about with trying to take charges and and rotating better and playing better defense. I thought for sure we did that in the first half. I think we got a little stagnant in the second, but so defensively for sure, and then offensively I thought we just played with confidence and found the open guy and shot the ball pretty well early.
Had a into games. You haven't had too many games that were really down to the final minute or so on the scoreboard. As far as can you get the win, or is it going to go the other direction? What this squad learn about maybe in-game situations in a close ball game?
Well, I think just maintaining composure. I talked to them about it after the game. I said, this is the first time you guys have ever been in this situation. And we didn't handle it the way we needed to, but I don't think, rarely does someone handle it the way it's absolutely supposed to be handled the very first time they ever have to do it. So I was glad our defense kept us in it to keep it within striking distance, and we just turned it over too much, and a lot of them were just kind of unforced. A lot of empty possessions, and still had 2 shots at the end of the game to win it. And Isaiah drove in and had a pretty decent look that would have taken the lead with 20 seconds left, something like that. And then we execute a last-second play and get a great look from a really good shooter, and just didn't go in. So we did some stuff that was positive in that stretch. Just shot ourselves in the foot a few too many times.
Then another bus trip that night. Quick turnaround for a day game on the following day. Another road game, this time at Lexington, and you win by 17. How'd the team? I mean, even from a loss to a win, you might play better in the loss than the win. You thought maybe that was the case. What about Lexington?
Well, Lexington's kind of in the same boat as we are, with kind of brand new guys getting their chance to play. They have one kid that's really athletic and can score it, but I just didn't think, and sometimes that happens after a grinder the night before, and then, it's a quick turnaround, but we didn't have near the same energy or urgency as we did the night before. And especially the first half, I just thought we didn't come out. We came out flat. And then finally got it turned around in the second half, played much better defense, held them to 9 points in the second half, and, maybe didn't score too much more, but enough to extend the lead.
Talking with Scottsbluff head coach Scott Golian. So let's turn the page to tonight's opponent, the Mitchell Tigers. Already played them once this year. They were without Austin Tyne, I believe, on in that one. Yeah, on night number 2 there over at Western Conference Tournament opening weekend. Shoot, the scouting reports out there, they got some guys that, if they're feeling it on any given night, can really fill it up and knock down the outside shot. So you guys are going to have to be ready to go tonight.
Yeah, they got a good basketball team, and I think they're probably looking for some more consistency out of some guys, just like we are. They have one of the best players in the region, and they got guys that have knocked in shots. A couple guys that have made 6 or 7 threes in a game. Some guys that can drive it really well. They can get up and pressure you. I think they've had some guys step into some new roles due to some injuries, and they're going to be better for it this time around playing us. My hope is that we've just gotten that much better, and we're able to take care of business against them.
Quick key to the game right now, brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase there at Team Auto. So what's it take for you guys tonight to play good ball and get the W?
Well, I think first and foremost we have to do whatever is necessary to limit Austin Tyne. The offense runs through him. He scores it. He gets guys open. He runs the show. And that's, he is basically their offense, with whether it's assisting and getting other guys shots or getting some on his own. So I think that's first and foremost. Then we have to take away the 3-point line and make them put it on the deck.
There you have it from Scott Golian. Pregame coach's comments here ahead of tip-off against the Mitchell High Tigers. We'll have that coming up for you shortly. Back with Chuck Schwartz in just a moment. Coach, appreciate the time. Looking forward to catching up next week ahead against the matchup against Ogallala.
Yep, good to visit with you.
Well, our national anthem as we prepare for the start of this ball game. Starting lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. Look at the starting lineups here as they come out and are introduced. It will be Francisco Barros, a 6'1 senior, 8.6 points. Here's Austin Tyne, the man that Coach Golian was talking about, the 6-foot junior, averaging 24.4 points. Francisco Alvazar, 5'9 junior, averaging 3 points. Carter Reisig, a 6'1 freshman, averaging 6.7. And Easton Anderson, a 6'1 sophomore, averaging 8.5. We'll also see Jaron Anderson, a senior, who's averaging 9.3, quite a bit for Mitchell. Senior, 2 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman. Here's Tyler Hari coming out for Scottsbluff as the first. Now Kellen Harris, 6'1 sophomore, Hari the junior. Trevor Schwartz will get the start tonight, 6'3 and a junior. James Bruner, the 6'4 senior, and Tate Talkington, a 6'1 sophomore, in the starting lineup for Scott Golian's team here for Scottsbluff High School as we prepare for this one. Opening tips brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza, 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. Don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Girls won at 60-43 for Scottsbluff in the opening game of our doubleheader. And Scottsbluff in the white with the red jerseys, tip controlled by Bruner. Here's Kellen Harris. Hari left side, gets it down low for the layup to Harris. Kellen Harris makes it 2-0 Scottsbluff. Here's Mitchell's first possession. Tyne will handle it. It's knocked away and out of bounds. They'll say off the foot of Tyne. So a turnover. Tyne went out of bounds there thinking he would be able to inbound it, but the official was saying, nope, it was a turnover against Mitchell. Now as the ball starts to be inbounded, they'll take it back out, and Bruner has to inbound it again. Hari takes a ball screen to the right. Mitchell switches off, dish it in the corner. The drive, Hari can't get the layup to go. Rebound's taken off by Reisig of Mitchell. Francisco Barrios. Nice drop step, puts it up with the left hand and gets it to go. Got his defender to overcommit. We're tied at 2. First tie of the ball game. Harris, Hari, lob it down low to Schwartz. Fade away from about 5 feet, goes in. 4-2, Scottsbluff. Tyne behind the back on the dribble, nearly lost the handle on him, but Bruner swatted at it, couldn't get it. Tyne from 15 hits it. Great shooter. Got to stay on him all the time. We're tied at 4. Again, Harris. Works it to Talkington, the sophomore. Down low, Schwartz goes off the right side with the bank shot for 2. He has 2 fielders in a row. It's 6-4. Other than the one turnover, everybody has scored every time down. We're going to have a hold called as nice move by Tyne got him into the paint, and as the defense tried to collapse on him, the foul will be called against Talkington, which is his first. 6:23 to go, 6-4, Scottsbluff. Tyne between the circles, man-to-man defense, Talkington on him. Now in the corner, Barrios launches and hits the 3. He has 5 of the 7. First lead change we've had. Mitchell by 1, 7-6. We're going to have a hand check against Alvazar. Francisco Alvazar will pick up his first on Mitchell, and it'll be Bruner on the far side to inbound it for Scottsbluff. He'll flip it in. Kellen Harris, the sophomore at 6'1", dribbling on top against Alvazar. Hari. Schwartz faked. Now he'll take the 3-pointer, but it's off the back iron, and the rebound is out of bounds off of Mitchell. Barrios trying to save it in, but couldn't, and Scottsbluff will have a team rebound in the second opportunity here. Ball flipped into Schwartz. Bruner Hari, 17-footer, rolls around and hesitates and goes in. Tyne, good bit of ball handling, gets it in the corner to Reisig. His three won't go. And Schwartz rebounds. And we're going to have an offensive foul called here. That'll be Schwartz with his first, and it is a turnover on Scottsbluff. So at 8-7, Mitchell down. Here's the drive by Barrios. Kicks it into the corner, and the three-pointer goes in for Easton Anderson. His first three of the ball game. And it's 10-8. Scottsbluff down 2. Pull up, get it down to Schwartz on the block. He'll spin inside, shovels it to Bruner, and he's fouled as he goes up for the shot. Bruner will go to the line, and Alzar is going to pick it up, and that'll be his second. So he's in a bit of trouble with just over 3 minutes gone in the ball game. Bruner has the free throw spin around and come out. Talkington will come out of the ball game for Scottsbluff now. Jackson Ostdyke reports. Still 10-8, Mitchell in the early going here. Second shot misses. Schwartz tips the rebound outside, keeps it alive for Harris. Harris will drive, misses the layup. Bruner, putback won't go. And Mitchell with the rebound. Reisig soaring high for that one. Here's Barrios. Barrios having it knocked free, got it back, goes to Tyne, step back. The three goes off the back iron. Rebound taken by Harris. Scottsbluff on the run. Harris will take it all the way down and lays it in. Got a nice screen from Schwartz, and Harris lays it in. We've got a timeout, but it's going to be a short one, so we'll hold it right here as we are tied for the third time here in the early going of this one. We've had 3 lead changes and 3 ties already. Hydrotex is your lubrication solution partner, a member of the Holiday family of companies. Hydrotex is proud to support area athletes. So run gun so far in this one. We've had 1 turnover on each squad. Scottsbluff has a 4-2 advantage in rebounds. And we're all tied up at 10-10. I'm not sure. I had thought Bruner had made that one bucket. I thought I heard the PA announcer give it to Schwartz. So that one we might be off on the final totals. We'll have to see if we can check. Here's the full court press on. Ball comes into Barrios. Tyne flips it ahead to Barrios. He's in the forecourt. Hesitation dribble, flips it behind him on a lazy pass, tipped away, but luckily gets it back. Here's Anderson. Easton Anderson drives to the left baseline. Nothing there, takes it back outside. Between the circles to Reisig. Easton Anderson launches another 3. This one won't go. Rebounds knocked around, taken off by Scottsbluff's Caden Patton, who's in the game. Now Hari. Ostdyke. Schwartz had it fumbled away, and that'll be off Schwartz for a turnover. Here comes Isaiah Mendoza. 6-foot senior coming in. And Scottsbluff already playing 8 players in the ball game. Tyne dribbles down to the baseline, flips the ball outside to Barrios. Barrios will drive in. Toughly contested shot goes in. He has 7 already in the ball game. 12-10, Mitchell. Ostdyke faking passes all over. Now gets it to Harris. Swing it into the corner. Mendoza. Harris. Mendoza. He'll launch. It won't go, and the rebound comes away to Jaden Schumacher of Mitchell, who's in. Mitchell by 2. Barrios pulls up. He'll launch from deep and hit it. Boy, is Barrios feeling it. 2 2s, 2 3s. 15-10 Mitchell. Barrios has 10 of them. Hari from the corner is short. And it's out of bounds off Mitchell, so Scottsbluff will have the ball. We're going to see Talkington back in. Harris will take a breather with 2:51 to go in the quarter. Hari inbounds halfway out into the left corner. Nothing really there. He'll go to Mendoza in the corner. Now Ostdike. Swing at Talkington. Now Hari, and the three rolls all the way around and comes out. Easton Anderson rebounds for Mitchell. Here's Barrios again. Knocked away, and he got it back somehow. Quick hands. Tyne from the corner. Hits the three. Tyne has 5, and it's 18-10. 8 straight by Mitchell here. Ostdike picks up the dribble in a double team. Gets it to Hari. Into the corner. Ostdike will try the three, but it's off. Rebound taken by Tyne. Mitchell, an 8-point lead, has possession of the ball. Tyne will take the three-pointer. It's off the iron, and the rebound, Hari of Scottsbluff. Hari dribbles it up himself. We've got double dribble called against Hari. So the third turnover against Scottsbluff compared to that opening turnover by Mitchell. They have handled it flawlessly since then. And Mitchell with an 8-point lead, 18-10. Minute 55 to go in the quarter. Barrios handling it for the Tigers. Now Easton Anderson. Tyne, three-pointer goes in again. You better have a hand in his face all the time. 21-10, more than a double-up score right now. Ostdike drives into the paint. His runner comes off the front iron, and the rebound, Barrios again for Mitchell. Barrios takes it to the paint, flips the pass, and Bruner intercepts it. Second turnover as Bruner anticipated well. Mendoza into the corner. Patton for three. It's long. And hustling over was Tyne to get the rebound for Mitchell. He'll dribble it into the forecourt himself. Ostdike picks him up. Here's Tyne to the rack. He'll pick up the foul. It does not go in as it rolls off, and he'll shoot two. That'll be Ostdike with his first personal foul. That'll be the third foul on Scottsbluff. 2 against Mitchell right now, but they've both been on Alvazar. So Tyne at the line with 8 points to his credit. It rolls around and goes in. So he has 9. Barrios has 10. That's 19 of the 22 points. Easton Anderson had that 3 early in the quarter for the other points for Mitchell. Tyne hits the second. So he's in doubles along with Barrios, and we're in the first quarter, 23-10. Minute to go now. Bruner with it. Patton, 6'2 sophomore, makes a cross-court pass. It's intercepted by Barrios, but intercepted right back by Mendoza. Scottsbluff with it. 45 seconds to go. Patton launches from 3. It's off the iron. And the rebound to Jaden Schumacher again for Mitchell. Austin Tyne hands it away to Oscar Flores, who's in. He'll get it to Tyne on the baseline. Flips the pass outside. Barrios launches. It comes off short. Rebound tipped around. Scottsbluff has it. 17 seconds to go. Mendoza across. Bounces to Schwartz. Nice ball movement by Scottsbluff. Schwartz will launch from 3. It's too strong. And the rebound fought for and is out of bounds. And we're going to have a foul called here. And it will go against Scottsbluff's Tate Talkington. So Talkington picks it up. I had him for one earlier. Somebody else had one apparently, so not sure on that one. But it is the 5th team foul, or 3rd team foul on Scottsbluff. On the inbound, shot at the buzzer won't go, and Mitchell owns the first quarter of play, 23-10 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome back. We go to the second quarter of play, and right now it's all Mitchell. 23-10. 7 have played, 3 have scored for Mitchell. Barrios and Tyne with 10 each. Easton Anderson with 3. Scottsbluff, 8 have played, 4 have scored, but nobody with more than 4 points in the game right now. Mitchell has the ball as we open play. Pass on top and a near steal, but James Bruner will pick up the foul as he bumps into Tyne 7 seconds into the quarter. Tyne will inbound far side. Mitchell in the black. Scottsbluff in the home white. Easton Anderson. They try and double wherever they can. Scottsbluff does, so across court it to Flores. Tyne from downtown misses. Rebound knocked around. Scottsbluff has it. Long pass by Mendoza. Bruner lays it in. Now the ball to Tyne, but he has to get rid of it to Flores. Schumacher on the post. Tyne with it again. Anderson. Anderson has shown some range, hitting a 3. Flores, a couple of dribbles, now goes high post with it. Reisig from outside. He'll hit the 3. His first points. 6 threes in the game. Ball moved around. Bruner will hit a 10-footer in the paint. He has both buckets this quarter, but it's 26-14. Mitchell with the lead and the basketball. Tyne drives in, puts it off the glass, won't go. Swartz rebounds. Swartz clears to Mendoza. Mendoza flips it down into the corner. Talkington will hit the three-pointer. His first points of the ball game. So 26-17, 9-point lead. 13-pointer's been the biggest for Mitchell so far in the game. Tyne works to the right side. We'll have a hold called. I believe Mendoza will pick this one up. Nope, they're going to say that was Talkington. So Talkington has the second. We're going to see Ostdike in. Talkington comes out with the fouls. Mendoza also comes over to sit down. Ball inbounded on a beautiful inbounds play to Schumacher, and he lays it in. His first points. 28-17. Mitchell. Harris swings it to Swartz. Backdoor cut. Hari reverse layup won't go. Rebound taken by Schumacher. Mitchell with the lead and the basketball. Barrios will drive to the paint, and he's going to be fouled. 2 shots coming. That'll go against Tyler Hari. Hari has his first. It comes with 5:55 to go here in the first half of play. And Barrios has this one roll off. First free throw he's attempted in the game. He has 2 twos, 2 threes to his credit so far. And Cisco hitting only 37% of his free throws. He gets this one to go. And it's a 12-point lead. 29-17 for Mitchell. Ostdike and Schwartz, a little miscommunication there, near steal. Now in some trouble and a bad pass. It'll be a turnover and get it on ahead to Tyne for the layup. He has a dozen as Scottsbluff has turned it over 5 times. Ostdike into the corner. Hari back to Ostdike. Other side of the court, Harris. Get it into the paint, but Bruner has to dish it outside. Ostdike, Hari again. Good defense by Mitchell, keeping them a long way from the hoop. Ostdike to Harris. Harris to Swartz, ball fake, he'll drive, put it up, nothing going. Bruner gets the putback. Bruner has 8, but it's a 10-point lead for Mitchell, 29-19, as we cross 5 minutes to go. Barrios. Here comes Easton Anderson, and he'll be bumped. That will be Trevor Schwartz picking up the foul. And 2 shots coming. So that's the second one on Trevor Schwartz. We also have Talkington with 2. Alvazar had 2 early for Mitchell. So Anderson, who has a 3-pointer to his credit, hits the first free throw that he attempts in the ball game. See Hari, Harris, Mendoza, Bruner, and Ostijk out there for Scottsbluff right now. Easton Anderson shooting for Mitchell. This one won't go in, and the rebound taken by Hari. Let's see, we have Schumacher out there, Reisig, Tyne also. Here's a 12-footer that won't go for Mendoza. Rebound again, Mitchell. We'll pick up the rest of them as we can. And Barrios, nice move to the hoop. Defense relaxed on him, and he scores. He has 13. Tyne has 12. Timeout, Scottsbluff. 4:31 to go in the half. It is now 34-19.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
It's time for something different.
As play resumes, Tyler Hari hits a 3 for Scottsbluff, but it's 34-22 Mitchell. They've got it. Tyne answers right back. 15 for Tyne in the first half. He averages 24-4. Inside 4 minutes to go. Harris now into the corner to Mendoza after they double on top. Pass is deflected away, but it's saved by Bruner of Scottsbluff. Ostijk. Hari from the corner. 3 won't go this time. Tyne rebounds. He's into the forecourt with it on the dribble. He'll launch another 3 and hit it again. 18 points in the first half for Austin Tyne. He and Barrios have combined for 31 of the 40. 40-22 Mitchell. Ostijk in the corner. He'll drive down on the baseline, swings around, hooks it out to Mendoza. Now Harris will launch a 3 and hit it. 40-25, however, 15-point lead for Mitchell. Tyne again, and defense doesn't want to let him drive, but they sure haven't been uptight on him. Here's Easton Anderson, misses on the 3. Pulling it out is Mendoza on the drive. He'll take it coast to coast and miss the layup. Bruner follows up, however, with his 10th point. 40-27 Mitchell, 2:40 to go. Clock running here in the first half. Barrios jumps it into the corner to Anderson. Anderson has to spin around, gives to Reisig. Reisig, Anderson again. Anderson finds an opening, and we're going to have a foul called away from the basketball. I believe this will be Bruner. Yeah, Bruner picks up his second. Now we're going to see Alvazar, the man in foul trouble for Mitchell early, coming back into the ball game, and Caden Patton also. So a big lead for Mitchell, and it just gets bigger as Tyne will have his 19th point of the half. He's 3 for 3 at the stripe. He hits 79% on the season so far. And again, so he has 20 We're going to have a timeout taken by Scottsbluff. It'll be a short one. Helping bring you the ball game, Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all of your quality automotive repair needs. And you can contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle and Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Well, Scottsbluff, Scott Gullion burning another timeout as they have had no defense against Austin Tyne in the game so far. And Barrios with 13 following the 20 by Tyne. Reisig has 3, Anderson has 4, Schumacher has 2 for Mitchell. Hari, Harris have 5, Bruner 10, Swartz 4, Talkington 3 for Scottsbluff. 2:20 to go as Harris brings it across the timeline. Mendoza, Harris again. Good defense by Mitchell, keeping them a long way away. Hari tries a 3 and it rattles home. He's got 8. But it's 40-30. Mitchell with the lead and the ball. Tyne dishes in the corner. Barrios launches. It rolls out. Rebound, however, taken by Alvazar. He'll try a 3-pointer. It won't go, and the rebound, Hari. And a foul will be called against Barrios trying to slap it away. That'll be Barrios picking up his first personal, and we're not close to the 1-and-1 for Scottsbluff yet. Scottsbluff has fouled 8 times, so Mitchell has a 1-and-1 coming if they get fouled. Here's Caden Patton inbounding, and Harris brings it across. Again, they'll double on the ball after it comes across. Patton, Hari, who's had the hot hand. He'll try another one. This one bounces off, and the rebound is taken by Tyne, and a foul on Bruner over the back, and that'll be 3 against Bruner. So Bruner in trouble, and a 1-and-1, as we said, for Mitchell the rest of the way here in the half. And so far, Tyne is 4 for 4. We are going to see Ostijk in, as Bruner will have to come out. Doesn't want to pick up a 4th before halftime. Austin Tyne with 20 points. And right now it's 42-30. Now 43-30. Mitchell as Tyne hits again. He's a perfect handful out there right now. 5 for 5 at the stripe. And this one will rattle out. Hari rebounds. It's only the second rebound for Scottsbluff in this quarter. Patton swings to Harris. Now Hari. Hari drives in for a mid-length jumper. It won't go. Rebound Reisig of Mitchell. Mitchell with 1:18 to go. Tyne will walk it across the timeline. Cuts back left. Finds an opening. Dishes to Easton Anderson. The 3 in the corner won't go. Hari rebounds. Hari to Harris. Just over a minute to go in the quarter. Hari swings it into the corner. Mendoza will drive. He'll score. And it'll count. It'll be an and 1. And Barrios will pick up his second foul. So the bucket by Mendoza is his first of the ball game. Looks like we're going to see Schumacher back in for Mitchell. Barrios with those 2 fouls will come out now rather than pick up a third. Coach Jason Gregory had success at Minutair, moved over to Mitchell and is doing a good job there also. Mendoza completes the 3-point play. That makes it a 43-33 score. 48 seconds to go, and Tyne will handle it. Ostijk on him. Far side Reisig. Reisig fadeaway from the baseline, hits it. Tough shot. He has a handful. 45-33. Mendoza will drive in again and draw the foul. He's taken it to the hoop strong a couple of times. Had an old-fashioned 3-point play one time. Reisig will pick up the foul this time. So he has his second of the ball game. And we're going to have 2 shots coming here for Mendoza, so sub can't come in until after the first free throw, which misses. So now Flores back in, the senior. 5-9 for Mitchell. Mitchell leading it 45-33. 6-foot senior Isaiah Mendoza with one more. This one goes in, and it's 45-34. Austin Tyne calling out a play. Drives to the right side, lays it in as he was unopposed. He has 23 first-half points, nearly his season average per game. Ostijk, Harris, Mendoza from the corner, won't go. Rebound taken by Anderson. 10 seconds to go. Mitchell a huge lead at halftime regardless of what happens here. And Tyne is handling it. Tyne to Anderson. His shot's blocked at the buzzer by Caden Patton. But at halftime, it is Mitchell with 47 points, Scottsbluff with 34. So 47-34 Mitchell on the West Coast scoreboard. I'd rather be there early.
Yeah, right. We're going to get there about 3:45.
Okay.
So.
I'll try and be there fairly early.
Okay.
Before we go to the stats on the boys here, we're going to talk with the girls' coach, Dave Bullish. 19-3 after the first quarter. I doubt that's the way you had it drawn up on the whiteboard.
No, I mean, that wasn't really what we were hoping for. Great job to Sean, great job to those girls. I mean, I'm very impressed with the way those guards came out and competed right away. They got some stuff to fall. We were a little cold. Then I thought we tried to settle on the three, which was a complete opposite of our game plan. So we just got a little panicked. But I was really proud of the girls. You know, I didn't call a timeout. I just kind of let them feel the feel there. They were able to come back on a run. Really impressive in the second quarter. There's not very many teams that come back from 19-3 in a game. There's not very many teams that come back to 19-3 and a half, and I think they did it in about 4 minutes. Yeah. So hats off to them. You know, I mean, they're just a special group. They believe in each other. They never got down. They stay positive. Just can't say enough about the kids in that locker room.
You took your first lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter at 20-19. At that point, it was a 17-0 run.
Right.
That's impressive. An old coach, John Wooden, you've probably heard of him. Also believed in letting teams play through bad stretches at times. He said, we've practiced this. Why do I need to take a timeout to talk about it?
Well, I think it's just a great opportunity for kids to have a player-driven program, and I think it's a great opportunity for kids to deal with some adversity and bail themselves out. You know, I mean, ultimately that's what we're trying to teach kids is how to believe in themselves, how to prepare, how to trust each other. I believe in that, and especially early on. I mean, the way they're playing. I mean, I'm sitting there trying to prep for a dogfight in the end. How many timeouts am I going to need? You know, I mean, I like to save them. I'm pretty conservative with that, and so, hats off to our kids. Great job to Mitchell coming out ready to roll. I think we're going to get everybody's best shot.
I think so too. I think so too. Final question to let you go, and we'll talk to you tomorrow then. You go to Morrill. Josh Guru has a good team this year, and he feels he's got to play good teams if he's going to get better. So one of those games that can be kind of dangerous for Scottsbluff.
Right. No, I mean, I think it's Morrill's really excited about it. I know that they can't wait to get us in there. They got home court advantage. They're fired up. And they're 7-1, so they've been practicing winning, but we've been practicing winning too. So we honestly we've been getting ready for the Cheyenne teams. They're both super nasty, Class A schools. We got to go in, we got to take care of business, but we have an unbelievably tough week coming up next week. And we're just trying to get better every single day that we can. I mean, we have to be better in practice, and we got to be better the next game, and that's our goal right now. We just want to keep climbing the ladder. So, looking forward to a good competition game there in Morrill tomorrow.
Okay. Dave, congratulations on the comeback.
Thanks a lot.
Dave Bullish, Scottsbluff girls team, 60-43 winners after being behind 19-3. We'll look at scoring in this boys game. It's 47-34 Mitchell on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
It's 47-34 in the boys' game, as Mitchell has just run away and hid. We had 3 ties early, 3 lead changes, but since 12-10, Mitchell has led throughout. Let's look at scoring for them. And, of course, when we do look at the scoring in these ball games, it's brought to you by Paul Reed Construction in Gearing for over 35 years. Commercial and industrial building, heavy highway earthwork, along with the rock pile and big green egg store. That's Paul Reed Construction. Leading scorer, Austin Tyne, with 23 points. He's 5 out of 6 in free throwing in this first half of play. 13 for Francisco Barrios. He's 1 of 2 at the stripe. Barrios has a pair of trays, and Tyne has 4 of them in the first half. 5 points, Carter Reisig, a 2 and a 3. Easton Anderson, 1 for 2 at the line with a 3-pointer for his 4. Jaden Schumacher has 2, playing but not scoring. Francisco Alvazar, he was in foul trouble early, didn't see a lot of minutes, and Oscar Flores. So 7 have played, 5 have scored in the first half for Mitchell. For Scottsbluff, they've been led by James Bruner with 10. He's 0 for 1 at the stripe. 8 for Tyler Hari. Pair of 3s and a 2. Kellen Harris has 5. Trevor Schwartz 4. Isaiah Mendoza 4. He's 2 out of 3 in free throwing. Tate Talkington with 3. Playing but not scoring. Caden Patton and Jackson Ostick. And I apologize, not doing Scottsbluff all the time. I'll try and get that better here. So 8 have played, 6 have scored for Scottsbluff. We'll look at team stats in comparison when we come back. 47-34 Mitchell on the West Coast scoreboard.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Team stats in comparison. Turnovers, Scottsbluff 5, Mitchell only 3. Rebounds, Mitchell 11-9 with the advantage. Free throws, Mitchell 7 of 10, Scottsbluff 2 of 4. 10 two-pointers for Scottsbluff, 8 for Mitchell, but Mitchell also has 8 three-pointers compared to 4 for Scottsbluff. Fouls, Schwartz has 2, Bruner has 3, Talkington has 2, Ostick and Hari, 1 each for Scottsbluff. 2 each on Barrios and Alvazar and Reisig for Mitchell, and that's it. We'll have the third quarter coming up. Again, it is 47-34 Mitchell on the West Coast scoreboard.
On this field, it's baling. But somewhere, there's one mowing. And somewhere, one raking. One loading. Stacking. Lifting. And pulling. Our full lineup of utility tractors is built to get any job done right. The Kubota M-Series.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gearing.
We go to the third quarter. A lot of coaches say the first 3 minutes of the second half are very important in seeing if the team that's ahead can continue what they've been doing, or conversely, if the team that was behind has found some answers in the locker room talk with the coach. Scottsbluff has it as we open play, moving left to right. Talkington, and Mitchell's going to double out on top. He drives to the free throw line, swings it to Hari. He's open for the 3, but it's off iron. And the rebound bounced around, and Tyne comes up with it for Mitchell. Mitchell, the big lead, 13, mainly because of Tyne and Barrios scoring. Drives, kicks it into the corner, Reisig. Barrios, quick step to the hoop. He'll lay it in. Barrios has 15 in the ball game now. Makes it 49-34. Scottsbluff's second possession of the half. Ball into the corner to Hari. He'll drive in, puts a tough shot up that hangs on the iron, comes away. Tyne rebounds again for Mitchell. Here's the drive. Acrobatic shot by Barrios won't go. Rebound taken off by Talkington. Talkington across himself, bounces to Hari in the corner. Bruner high post, feeds it down low, and Schwartz gets it in. Half a dozen for Trevor Schwartz. 49-36. 13-point lead for Mitchell again, just like they were at halftime. Tyne, step back 3. This one won't go, and the rebound taken off by Schwartz. Ball stolen away by Anderson. Get it to Barrios. He'll step back. Thought about the 3. Didn't go with it. Alvazar with it. 3 won't go for Anderson. Rebound Hari. Here's Harris. Swing it open was Talkington. Turned it down. Bruner high post. Remember, he's got 3 fouls, and the ball deflected out of bounds. He was expecting Schwartz to be cutting for the hoop, and he wasn't, but Mitchell got a hand on it, so Scottsbluff retains possession with 6:14 to go. We're in the third quarter of action. Ball comes in to Schwartz. Now Bruner. Bruner flips it to Hari. Schwartz, right corner. He'll launch. It comes off strong. Tyne, his 3rd rebound of the quarter. And here's the drive by Tyne to the free throw line. He'll take it down low. Misses the layup this time under pressure. Schwartz with the rebound. Here's the drive by Hari. We're going to have a block called on Barrios, and he'll have his 3rd personal foul. So Barrios picks up his 3rd. So each team has a player with 3 personals. Hari will be at the line to shoot his first free throw of the night. Scottsbluff 2 of 4 at halftime. Mitchell 7 of 10 as they were very aggressive taking it to the hoop in that first half. Hari misses the toss. He's still with 8 points. Bruner had 10 at halftime. Here's Schumacher back in. Barrios with that 3rd foul will come out. Remember, Alvazar, the starter, had 2 very early, first 3 minutes, 5 seconds of the ball game, and set a lot of the first half. Hari misses again, tipped up, it won't go, and the rebound, Schumacher. Mitchell with the basketball as Alvazar brings it across. Schumacher, Reisig it is, he'll miss the shot. Rebound, however, fought for, and it's Alvazar hustling in to get it, and he'll draw the foul. Alvazar hustled in, got the rebound, then drove, and Harris will pick up his first personal foul. Mitchell just a step faster right now, and that's given them the 49-36 lead. First of 2 free throws, hops around and goes in for Alvazar. That's his first point, averages 3. He's out there for more things than scoring. That increases the lead to 50-36. One more coming for the junior. It bounces high and goes in. So 51-36. Mendoza bounces it to Bruner. Talkington handling it. Schwartz in the corner. Skips it across Mendoza, and he'll travel with it. Faked the 3 and drove in, but traveling called, and the 7th turnover on Scottsbluff gives the ball back with 5:21 to go in the third quarter to Mitchell. Tyne with 23 first half points. Brings it across. Alvazar. Tyne, deep three-pointer, rolls out this time. Mendoza rebounds for Scottsbluff. Get it on ahead. Here's the drive, but the layup will not go for Osdick. Again, Mitchell with it. Hook pass to Anderson. Anderson going right to left on the dribble. Now holds up. Passes to Schumacher. Tyne from the free throw line. It's too strong with the rebound. Schumacher. Schumacher to Easton Anderson. Mitchell with 16 rebounds. Scottsbluff with 11 according to my total, and a 15-point lead for Mitchell. Here's Alvazar. He misses off the right side. Scottsbluff on the board, brings it across to Mendoza. He'll pull up from the baseline. The 10-footer bounces and goes in. Mendoza has half a dozen. 51-38. Tyne, Alvazar, right side. Gets it back on the cut on the baseline. Too far underneath to take the shot. Wisely takes it back out to Anderson. Anderson tosses it up and draws the foul. Schwartz will have his third personal foul. We're halfway through the third quarter. And a 13-point lead for Mitchell, same as they had at halftime. Anderson, 1 out of 2 in the first half at the line. It's the free throw. Hari comes into the ball game. Patton comes in also for Scottsbluff. Anderson now with 5 points in the game. This one won't go, so it stays 52-38. Mendoza bounces in the corner to Osdick. One dribble, skips it across to Hari. Extra pass into the corner to Patton, and he'll hit the 3. Patton hits, and timeout taken by Scottsbluff. Mitchell, 52. Scottsbluff, 41 on the West Coast scoreboard.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the Great Big Small Bank.
As play resumes, Mitchell with the ball, got an offensive rebound. It's outside to Tyne. He'll miss. Bruner rebounds. Score still 52-41 Mitchell. Mendoza across to Ostick. Tries to drive, can't. Mendoza with it. Bounces it to Patton. He just hit a three. He'll try another one. It spins out, and the rebound taken by Tyne. Mitchell with the basketball and the 11-point lead. Tyne drives into the middle, and we're going to have a jump ball. Tied up. Possession arrow will be in Mitchell's favor. Here's Harris back in for Scottsbluff. Mitchell on the left side of the board, Tyne to inbound it. Nobody really moving, so he'll go to the safety valve. Alvazar outside. Now Tyne in the left corner. He'll launch. It's off long. Harris rebounds. Scottsbluff on the run. Get it to Hari. Swing it in the corner. Patton, three-pointer, won't go again. And the rebound, Mitchell. Tyne handles it with 2:40 to go in the quarter. Anderson drives, tries to take the shot. It's knocked away by Patton out of bounds.
Into the Bearcats, number 15, Tate Tompkins. And number 2,
Looks like we'll have a couple of subs. Talkington and Swartz come in for Scottsbluff. 2:33 to go here in the quarter. 52-41, 11-point lead for Mitchell. Ball is fumbled out of bounds by Reisig, so that's only their fourth turnover in the first one since the first quarter. Excellent ball handling by Mitchell tonight. High post to Swartz. Hari. Talkington. Hari in the corner again. Zone defense by Mitchell this time. Scottsbluff recognize it, trying to rotate. Swartz with it. One dribble. Hari in the corner. He'll drive on the baseline and is fouled as he goes up for the shot. He'll shoot a pair as the ball does not go in. That'll be Reisig picking up number 3. 2:11 to go in the quarter. 52-41. Mitchell on top. Scottsbluff 5-5. Mitchell 6-5 on the year. Hari has missed a couple of free throws this quarter. This one goes in, so he's 1 out of 3 and has 9 points in the game. 10-point lead for Mitchell, 52-42. And 52-43. Hari got both of them for his double-digit performance on the night. Tyne to Alvazar. Reisig, he'll launch and hit a three-pointer from the top of the circle. And Reisig has 8. Timeout for Mitchell here. They got the timeout called before the inbound. So timeout on the floor. 55-43 Mitchell. Minute 59 to go, third quarter on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers, from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
55-43 Mitchell, still in the third quarter following the timeout. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering offers the Bumps and Bruises program, offering 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering. Here's the drive, the pull-up, a long 2 won't go for Talkington. Tyne again with the rebound for Mitchell. Open on the side is Barrios. He'll stop and bank it home from about 7 feet out, and he has 17. He and Tyne have combined for 40. 57-43 Mitchell. Talkington, Harris, He'll drive in for a 15-footer and hit it. 7 for Harris. 57-45. Barrios is open. This one won't go, but the rebound's taken off by Anderson. He'll miss. Put back by Reisig goes in. Reisig has 10. Mitchell winning the battle of the glass right now. Harris, Talkington. Swing it to Hari. Quick three-pointer rolls out. Rebound taken by Patton. It will roll out. And the rebound to Tyne. And a foul will be called against Schwartz. And that'll be the 4th on Trevor Schwartz. 57 seconds remaining in the quarter. And that will be the 3rd team foul. So both teams a long way from the 1-1 right now. See, Bruner's in, so it's Hari, Mendoza, Ostick, Bruner, and Talkington for Scottsbluff. Barrios handles it. Tyne, Anderson, Reisig, and Alvazar for Mitchell. Alvazar on the weave. Now into the corner, but drive by Reisig, and it's going to be a jump ball. He drove into a situation he couldn't get out of, and the 5th turnover is the result against Mitchell. So the ball now to Scottsbluff. 40.7 seconds remaining. Mendoza across in a hurry. Talkington back to Mendoza. Swing it to Hari. Mendoza fakes the 3, drives in. Dishes to Talkington. Now Bruner. Bruner playing with 3 fouls. Get it down low. Ostick will hit a tough one. His first 2. 59-47. And we're going to have traveling called against Barrios this time. So 3 turnovers this quarter, 6 in the game on Mitchell. Patton will come in. Looks like Harris also to report. And we're at 16 seconds to go here in the quarter. Looks like Flores will report. Alvazar comes out. Alvazar, those 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, hasn't committed any since. So it's a 12-point game. Mendoza takes a screen, bounces it to Talkington. Mendoza from the corner. The 3 won't go for Patton. Mitchell with the rebound again. Here's Tyne from the timeline. Just short with that one. And as we go to the 4th quarter, it is Mitchell 59, Scottsbluff 47 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Finally, goodbye 2020. There was one good thing about 2020. That was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door. Plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
We go to the 4th. Mitchell leading at 59-47. They've got the basketball. Mitchell, a couple of players with 3. Scottsbluff has Schwartz with 4. Here's the drive ball lost off of the foot of Carter Reisig. Nope, they're going to say off of Scottsbluff. Hit the foot of the defender instead. So Mitchell hangs on to it. Tyne with 23 first half points. He's still at 23, but Mitchell still going by. Oh, nice pass down low. Barrios hits and is fouled. He'll go to the line. Ball looked like it was going to be lost in the paint by Mitchell, but a heck of a pass got it to Barrios, and he has definitely picked up his scoring in the second half for Mitchell. He has 19 in the game, chance at 20. He's 1 for 2 at the stripe. Tyne has 23. Reisig now with 10 in the game himself. So Mitchell starting to spread it out a little bit. Free throw is long. Reisig with the rebound. Barrios, his pass is intercepted. Still 61-47. Here's the kick out into the corner. Three-pointer goes in for Talkington. His second three of the game. Makes it 61-50. Tyne backs off. Barrios handling it between the circles. Reisig flips it to Tyne. He's near the top of the circle. Flips to Alvazar. No hurry here. Mitchell has the lead. We're at 7 minutes to go in the game now. Tyne had it knocked away, but he gets it back. Dishes into the corner. Barrios is there and hits it again. 22 for Barrios. 64-50. Ostick, one dribble, gives it up to Mendoza. Ostick, Hari from the corner. The three is long, tipped around, kept alive by Talkington. And a reach foul will be called against Austin Tyne. That will be the first foul on Tyne, so no problems for him there. Harris in, Ostick out for Scottsbluff. 64-50. A little over 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Mitchell leading it. Harris. Hari launches again. This one's off iron. Rebounds taken by Tyne. Boy, 24 rebounds for Mitchell, 14 for Scottsbluff in the game. Tyne handling it. Nice crossover dribble. Goes to the free throw line, backs off. Anderson will launch the three, but it won't go, and the rebound to Harris. Scottsbluff on the run. Harris, left corner, Hari. Hari, one dribble, and we're going to have a foul called here against Easton Anderson. That'll be the first on Anderson, so he's in no trouble. Reisig has 3. Barrios has 3. Alvazar has 2 for Mitchell. Swartz has 4. Bruner has 3 for Scottsbluff. Swartz back in for Scottsbluff. Harris, Swartz, top of the circle. High post now to Bruner. Gets it to Swartz on the cut. He'll muscle it up. It won't go, but he is fouled. So I believe that's going to be Reisig. It is, so he now has 4. So he's the first Mitchell player to be in the 4 foul range. Swartz will go to the line. He hasn't shot a free throw tonight. Has 6 points. And now 7. Library quiet for that free throw. He has 7, but that makes it 64-51. Mitchell still with a 13-point lead, which is what they had at halftime. Goes in again. So 64-52. Press on. Ball's deflected by Harris. It'll be out of bounds before he can get there to save it. Barrios, good job of making sure nobody else could get to it. And it'll be inbounded by Mitchell, three-quarter court. Alvazar, Tyne. Tyne gets by the first defender. Only a junior, averaging 24-4. He had 23 at halftime. Still there as the defensive pressure has been on. Barrios takes it in, dishes to Alvazar. Alvazar, one dribble, gets rid of it to Barrios. Barrios, a one-handed pass to Anderson. Alvazar. Now Tyne. Again, Mitchell, nice job running some clock here. Reisig backs off, gives to Barrios. Barrios flips to Tyne as they run some clock. We're nearing 5 minutes to go in the game. Barrios fumbled it momentarily, got it back. Tyne, no look pass down low to Reisig. He's blocked. Bruner with the block. Here comes Scottsbluff. Harris reverses it out to Mendoza. Back to Harris. Harris, no look pass down low to Bruner, and it's intercepted. 8th turnover against Scottsbluff. 4 minutes, 40 seconds remain. Barrios across for Mitchell with the lead of 13. Or excuse me, 12 right now, 64-52. Fake pass, now Tyne launches from way downtown, and the miss rebounded by Mendoza. Mendoza to Harris. Back to Mendoza. Get it down low. Hari lays it in as he was open. Timeout, Scottsbluff. 4:21 to go in the game. 64-54 Mitchell on the West Coast scoreboard.
We do two pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
.421 to go, slightly over half of the fourth quarter. Mitchell holding on to that 10-point lead. They've done a nice job of running some clock here, too. Following the bucket, the full-court press will be on after the timeout. But ball inbounded to Alvazar. Now Barrios. Barrios, Alvazar still in the backcourt. On ahead, and that'll be, I was going to say traveling, as it looked like he had taken a step, but I think officials said he was not granted any room there, and Talkington will pick up his third. So now the ball is tipped away by Scottsbluff, but they can't quite save it. Here's Patton coming into the game. Talkington comes out. He's got 3. Bruner has 3. Swartz has 4 in terms of fouls. Here's the inbound. Barrios in the backcourt brings it across unmolested. Now they'll pick up the pressure. Tyne. Barrios. Hook the pass into the corner. That's Reisig, or Anderson. Now pass inside to Reisig, intercepted. Scottsbluff pushing it. Patton pulls up, but the 3 was short. Didn't have his feet set under him, and Mitchell with the rebound. 3:49, clock running. Barrios gets it to Tyne. Barrios again. Scottsbluff in a zone defense. Trying to change things up a little bit. Anderson trying to drive, and he'll be fouled. That'll be Ostic's second foul of the ball game. And still 1 before the 1-and-1 goes into effect. Scottsbluff's going to have to hope they can get Mitchell to the line and miss some free throws if they're going to get back into it. Safety valve is Anderson. Reisig. Anderson again. Tyne on top. Reisig will launch and hit the three-pointer. He has 13 in the game. 67-54. Harris, Bruner, Mendoza fakes, drives, kicks it outside. It's knocked away and intercepted. Mitchell comes up with it on a good defensive play. Scottsbluff beat Mitchell 59-46 in the Western Conference tournament, but Tyne didn't play. Ball spread out again. Mitchell wanting to use time. Tyne in the corner. Barrios, Anderson. We're inside 3 minutes to go now. Tyne with it. He's not the guy you want to foul, but he's handling it right now. Alvazar. Barrios. Barrios, Euro step to the hoop. It won't go, but the rebound to Reisig gets knocked away, and it's out of bounds off Scottsbluff. So Mitchell will have the basketball with 2:34 to go. Ostic out, Swartz, Ostic. And we've got Swartz and Talkington it is that go in. So left side, Barrios to inbound for Mitchell as they enjoy a 13-point lead. Teams have played even here in the second half. Ball whipped out to Anderson. He'll launch the 3, but it won't go, and the rebound taken by Talkington. Scottsbluff is going to have to get hot in a hurry. Hari down into the corner, Mendoza. He'll drive and score. Mendoza has 8. 67-56. Mitchell with an 11-point lead and the basketball. Deep pass down to Anderson, and we're going to have a jump. He was tied up. And the possession arrow in favor of Scottsbluff. So the 9th turnover against Mitchell. They had 3 the entire first half. Scottsbluff also with 9 according to my book. 67-56. Mendoza across the timeline. Harris. High post to Swartz. It was tipped away. Turnover number 10 on Scottsbluff. Now inside 2 minutes, minute 54. Tyne taking his time, mishandled, got it back, brings it across. Reisig, Barrios, Tyne. Scottsbluff not fouling. Barrios with it. Tyne. He'll flip it in the corner. Alvazar down to Barrios. He'll lose the handle on it. Saved inbounds, but right to Harris. Here comes Harris down court. He'll be fouled and will go to the line. He'll shoot a pair. Barrios hops over to help him up. Didn't mean anything by that. Anderson picked the foul up, only his second, but certainly nothing malicious, just trying to stop the shot. Harris has 7 points. He's scored in every quarter but the fourth so far. And now he has that one as it hesitates and falls in. Harris with 8 points. 10-point lead again for Mitchell, 67-57. Minute and a half to go in the ball game. Left-hander Harris puts it on and in again. So 67-58, close as Scottsbluff has gotten. Here's Tyne. He'll be across, gets it to Barrios. Barrios handling it well, now drives in and is fouled as he goes up for the shot. Bruner will pick up his fourth. His first of this half, but his fourth, and it will put Barrios at the line to shoot a pair. He's 1 for 3 at the stripe, a 37% free throw shooter on the year. This one goes in. So he is now tied Tyne with 23 for game high honors. Tyne all coming in the first half. 68-58 and 69-58. Barrios got both of them to go. Harris to Hari, back to Harris. Harris flips it down to Schwartz. He'll miss the shot, and the rebound's taken off by Reisig. Reisig will be double teamed and timeout taken. Minute and 6 to go in the ball game. Mitchell 69, Scottsbluff 58 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
69-58 Mitchell. We've got a minute and 6 seconds to go in the ball game. Mitchell 6-5. Scottsbluff 5-5 on the year, and Mitchell will have it. Tyne will inbound. Tyne has a pass deflected in, but Reisig comes up with it. He'll get it to Alvazar. Alvazar kicks it to Anderson in the corner. Anderson will be fouled with 58.9 seconds to go. And offense-defense for Scott Gullian's Scottsbluff team as he has some different players ready to go in who don't have the fouls to give. Mendoza picked up his first there, so he had some, but Schwartz, Patton come in. Hari's still there, Mendoza and Harris. At the line, Easton Anderson. He's 2 for 4 in free throwing, a 58% free throw shooter. It rims out. Hari rebounds. Scottsbluff on the run. They don't have much time to work it around. Skip pass Harris. Harris gets it down low to Schwartz. He'll lay it in. Schwartz with 10. Timeout, Scottsbluff. 46.7 seconds to go in the ball game. It's 69-60 Mitchell on the West Coast scoreboard.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
We have 46.7 seconds. Mitchell a 9-point lead. They'll inbound against a full court press. It'll be Barrios. Barrios gets it to Alvazar. Alvazar will be fouled almost immediately. That will be Talkington who fouled it, I think. Yep. And Talkington has just fouled out of the ball game with 44.7 seconds to go. And it will be 1-1 for Mitchell the last time, because 9 fouls against Scottsbluff mean double bonus after this. Alvazar just hit a couple. He'll hit this one. He's 3 for 3 in the game, has 3 points, which is right on his average. A 75% free throw shooter on the season for Mitchell. Makes it a 10-point game. And 11. 71-60 as he makes the second. Into the corner. Here's Patton for 3. He gets it to go. Patton, but it's 71-63. Press on and a foul. Tyne will go to the line. He has not scored this half, but he's been content with running the offense, and other people have stepped up. That'll be Patton's first foul of the game. It comes with 42.5 seconds to go. And Tyne, who was 5 of 6 in the first half, to attempt 2 shots here. And he swishes the first one home. Makes it 72-63. Mitchell's had an answer every time Scottsbluff's come back. Another one goes in for Tyne. He has 25 points at 73-63. Harris races down court and is fouled as he goes up for the shot. Inadvertently tripped there by Barrios. That's his 4th, but only 28.1 seconds remain. Harris 2 for 2. He made those earlier this quarter. And the third one in a row goes in for him. So 73-64. Another free throw coming for Harris, the junior in doubles with, the sophomore in doubles now with 10. And 11 as he goes a perfect 4 for 4 in the quarter. Ball comes into Tyne. Tyne will hook a pass to Barrios. He races across the timeline. Barrios has it knocked free, but a foul is called because of that with 19.2 seconds to go. That'll be Hari with his second. And going to the line, Francisco Barrios. Average is 8.6, and he has 24 as he goes to the stripe. Make it 25. He was 1 of 2 in the first half. He's 3 of 4 here in the second half. 74-65. And he hits again, so it's back to the 10-point lead. We're just determining a final score here now. Harris will launch from 3. It's off iron. Hari has it. He'll put it off the glass. No good. Harris again. It won't go. And the rebound taken in by Reisig, and a foul with 6 seconds to go. Huge rebounding edge for Mitchell in this ball game. That'll be Patton picking up personal number 2. Both coming late in the ball game. So Mitchell is going to win it. They next will play at Chadron tomorrow. Scottsbluff at Ogallala on Tuesday night. Reisig hits the free throw. That's the first one he's attempted tonight, but Mitchell at halftime 7 of 10, and I think they've probably improved on that stat here in the second. That one rolls out, so Hari rebounds. Hari from way downtown hits the three-pointer just before the buzzer, And that will give us a final score of 76-68. Mitchell comes out on top despite a 21-point fourth quarter for the Scottsbluff Bearcats. But Mitchell scored early and often and picks up their 7th win of the year. Back with a little bit more on this one to wrap it up. We'll talk with the coach. It was 76-68 Mitchell on the West Coast scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our professional team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level because we have sleep disorders too. We use CPAP every night, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with most major insurance companies in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Advantage by Mitchell continued through the quarter, and in fact they scored the last 9 points of the quarter to lead it 23-10. Second quarter was even at 24 each, so a 13-point lead for Mitchell, 47-34. In the third quarter, Scottsbluff a 13-12 advantage. In the fourth, 21-17, but too little too late, and it ends up as the victory for Mitchell. We'll have rest of it coming up here, but I'm trying to get through a little bit more of the breaks here, and I'm having a little trouble figuring that one out. So I may have to have Nick come over and help me get the break set up here because I am unfamiliar with how to run this one. So I'm going to total some things up here while he makes his way over here, and we'll figure out some of the scoring on this one. But it was a game early on where it looked like Mitchell would have the same story as the girls' game. But in that one, Scottsbluff came back with a huge second quarter, but that was not the case. In the second quarter tonight, and Mitchell just cruising away with the easy win in tonight's game, although it wasn't so easy, but they kept answering back. We'll get the individual scoring coming here for you right after this.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
The post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. So look at scoring for Mitchell in this one. They were led by Francisco Barrios with 26 points. He was 5 of 7 in free throwing and had 3 threes in the game. Austin Tyne, 23 in the first half, 2 in the second, finishes with 25. He was 7 of 8 in free throwing in the game and had 4 threes to his credit. Next in scoring with 14 was Carter Reisig. He ended up with 3 threes. He was 1 for 2 at the line as Mitchell just red hot outside. 5 points for Easton Anderson. He ended up 2 of 5 in free throwing and had a 3-pointer to his credit also. 4 points, Francisco Alvazar. He was 4 for 4 in free throwing. 2 points, Jaden Schumacher, playing but not scoring, Oscar Flores, as he came in and some spot duty when there was some foul trouble for the teams. We'll be back to look at the Scottsbluff scoring right after this. Again, Mitchell, 76, Scottsbluff, 68 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Meet at Tri-City Stormwater.
We'll look at scoring for Scottsbluff before we visit with the coach. Leading scorer tonight for the Bearcats, Tyler Hari with 15. He had 3 threes, 2 out of 4 at the line. Also in doubles with 11, Kellen Harris, 4 for 4 with a 3-pointer, 4 for 4 at the line, that is. 10 points each, Trevor Schwartz, James Bruner. Schwartz 2 of 2 in free throwing. Bruner, all of his points in the first half, had some foul trouble, didn't score in the second. 8 points, Isaiah Mendoza. He was 2 of 3 in free throwing. 6 points, Caden Patton, a couple of threes for him. And 2 points, Jackson Ostick. I think that's it. So 8 played, 8 scored. 7 played, 6 scored for Mitchell. Let's have the coach put on the headset here, and we'll chat for just a bit. But it was a tough start in the ball game as it was 10-10, and then all of a sudden 23-10 at the quarter break, Scott. And I know that was just a big difference in the ball game because you have runs go against you. You got to have some come back, and every time you did, Mitchell answered.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Mitchell. You know, the 2 guys really show up. I mean, Austin Tyne, you know, tremendous player, makes them go. Francisco Barrios really showed up. You know, those guys combined for, I think, 51 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I had him for.
You know, I was happy with the start offensively. Then we just had a few lapses there defensively, I felt like, but they made some tough shots as well to go on that little run. And I thought we didn't. When they switched to zone, I think we shot like 4 or 5 straight threes, I think, and didn't get anything towards the rim. And I thought we took some quick ones and, you know, kind of just blew up on us.
Yeah, against his zone, it's always tough because you need to show some patience. You need to be able to reverse the ball a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, and we were just kind of throwing it around and shooting threes. And, you know, we needed to get stuff to the short corner and stuff to the middle and attack the rim a little bit more, especially when you don't get a couple to fall. And they're going on a run. We need to make sure that we're getting something towards the rim.
I have you for 17 2-pointers in the ball game, which, you know, usually is probably significant enough. You had 8 threes, but like you say, you shot a lot of threes tonight.
Yeah, I mean, about 50-50 from what we got.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And didn't shoot a good percentage. You know, 8 for 31. We just didn't make shots and didn't finish some plays. You know, you score 68. You think you got a decent chance to win the basketball game, but
because you played good defense this year at times.
Yeah, they made tough plays. A lot of credit to them. I'm just really disappointed in kind of the way we handled a run, and you know, I think if we just shoot the ball a little bit better, we're fine. But have to play better defense. Our help side wasn't very good. They got to the rim. We fouled too much. during the first half especially.
Yeah. You know, somebody greater than I is going to figure this out at some point, because I've often wondered, you know, you need to make 33% of your threes to equal a 50% of two-pointers. But what's the difference there in terms of that gives the other team the ball 2/3 of the time when you make a third of the three? So, you know, it's too much for me. But I know teams that shoot a lot of threes sometimes give up a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean, they play fairly quick too, and we want to play quick. So I mean, it's not surprising that, you know, the score is where it is.
Yeah.
I just wish we could have got you know, they could step up and hit big shots too. I mean, Carter Reisig hit a couple huge shots for him and made some key plays, and we got to have that a little bit too.
At a time when I thought maybe they'd be better off not shooting, they made some.
Yeah, they made at least one, if not two. When you know, we were kind of like, oh, we'll take that, but then it goes in.
Then it goes in. Yeah.
You know, it goes in, doesn't matter.
Yeah. You got Ogallala, and you know, they're not an easy team either.
No, Ogallala's got a really good basketball team. You know, they get up in pressure, full court. We're gonna have to be able to handle that. They play a lot of guys. They want to get up and down. They want to run. They can shoot it. They're a talented bunch. So, quick turnaround. You know, one day to practice, and then we got to get after it.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, Scott. Thanks for stopping up.
Thanks.
Scott Gillian along with us on the postgame as Mitchell ends up winning it. Let's go ahead and, of course, when we bring you those numbers, they're brought to you by Paul Reed Construction. They're in Gering, have been there for over 35 years. Commercial and industrial building, heavy highway earthwork, along with the rock pile and big green egg store. That's Paul Reed Construction. Player of the Game is brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And I know this is going a little bit against what they normally do, but nothing against giving it to a Mitchell player tonight. And Francisco Barrios with 26, 13 in each half, was game-high score. And did a tremendous job when Scottsbluff did a good job on Tyne in the second half, 23 in the first half, 2 in the second, and Tyne finished with 25, just a half point basically better than his average on the year, as he has been a tremendous shooting specimen ever since he started playing for Mitchell. So again, our Taco John's player of the game is Francisco Barrios. It's going to take care of it. Tomorrow night I'll have Scottsbluff girls at Morrill, and be there around 6 o'clock for that one. Visit with the coach beforehand, and then bring you the game as Josh Guru's Morrill Tigers Morrill Lions, have a good season going for them. And now Scottsbluff, of course, with that big comeback and winning their 4th in a row, are 10-2. So Chuck Swartz thanking you for being along again tonight. Reminding you in the first game, it was the Scottsbluff girls 60-43, and in the nightcap, Mitchell boys 76-68.